Master Dutchy Beats.
Why not? Yeah, so Genesis is saying he likes watermelons because they look like zombie brains, innit?
Watermelon chunks.
Watermelon chunks, yeah. So it looks like brains of zombies.
Or not brains of zombies, I guess brains of humans. But when you're a zombie, you got to eat brains, innit? So
The zombies only eat brains? I thought they eat everything, don't they? Or some only eat brains?
old school zombies are on a
Yeah.
brains only diet.
Oh.
Brainitarians, like vegetarians, but just brains.
So they get CJD then, innit? Or that kuru thing that cannibals.
Maybe that's what started it.
Yeah, for real, man, for real. So yeah,
Excuse
crazy.
me eating. I didn't. Only reason I'm eating, I didn't want to
Yeah.
be fucking doing a podcast today.
How did you not know? We said we were doing it on Tuesday, innit? It's Tuesday today.
I don't fucking know what day it is, man.
Oh, see. What have you been going into work, or you just stuck at home because of the petrol thing?
I went in today because they had like a movie viewing.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been trying to chill, man. I've got to save my petrol. Actually, what are you doing on Saturday?
Me on Saturday, I got one rave on Saturday. Why? What's going on?
Trying to make 300 quid to come Portsmouth
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. What is it? What's going on there?
during the day. Got to do some music thing.
Oh, what film?
Nah, music thing with the kids.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I might have to do that. But how are you gonna get petrol to get there?
Fuck knows, man.
Because the thing is, like, I've been past once today. Like, I got lucky. On the Friday,
Yeah.
I was driving in the morning, and I got to that part of, Watford, where you got the 3 petrol stations.
Yeah.
You got the Asda one side,
Sainsbury's
Sainsbury's the
and
other,
Shell.
and then you got Shell.
Mm.
So everyone was going to the Asda or the Sainsbury's, isn't it? Because it's cheaper.
Yeah, go cheap. Yeah.
I was like, you lot are fucking mad. That the Shell's only like 2p more.
Yeah.
I went to the Shell. I managed to, it was cool, innit? It was like I just filled the tank up and then just gone. So that's lasted me till today.
Yeah.
But then now it's just gone on the red bit now. So I'm like, oh, fuck. So if it's not sorted by Thursday, I'm just gonna have to zoom everything, man. Just zoom.
I think it was Friday night. I was
Yeah.
like, or Friday afternoonish, I reckon. I think it was.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, do you know what? Let me see what petrol's saying.
Mm.
And I drove past Tesco, and it was literally the queue was easily 2 miles long. And I was like, oh, fuck that. And I think I had 75 at the time, 75 miles.
Mm.
Then I thought, all right, so I'll leave it. Then on Sunday, I thought, let me have a little wander, see if there's any, like, you know what I mean? Some of the secret, quiet ones.
Mm.
So I spent like literally 10 miles of my petrol looking for those ones, and they were all shut.
Oh, fuck.
Then I was just like, so I had 70 left. Something like that. And then today, I've been out a few times or whatever, but just little journeys.
Mm-hmm.
And then today it went down to 50. So I got probably 45 miles left, which really, they say 45. I could get fucking 80 out of that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But,
well, how much is in your reserve tank? Does your car count a reserve tank as well? Or not?
It doesn't. But I think the reserve tank is around 30 miles.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I've got that, but that literally was what that's going to do. That's going to get me to find petrol. So this last £50 or 50 miles of petrol is me going to try and find petrol. Hopefully by Friday, it's kind of chilled a little bit, because Friday's the last day I'm going to really have to get some petrol.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's calmed down. But I don't really mind. Like, I'm cool, I don't mind waiting fucking 3 hours for petrol. Like, I'm cool. If I know I'm going to get it, I don't mind. I'll do it, innit? I'll just sit there, listen to a podcast, put on some Japanese lessons, and I'm good. Yeah. But I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to be doing the same shit I'm doing at home, innit? So sitting in my car. So I don't give a fuck. But
just bring some weights with you and just do some weights in the car.
I don't do weights, man. Don't do weights. Maybe like fucking, the problem is I don't want to get there and then they're like, nah, there's no petrol. Because someone was telling me that one of the petrol workers told this girl to come at 8 o'clock. Yeah. Or something like there'll be petrol delivered at 8 o'clock. And then she got there at 5, waited 3 hours, and they were like, nah, there's no petrol.
Oh shit. Yeah. Damn. Fucking crazy, man. So
like
even yesterday, I was coming. You got no what?
I got no links, like no petrol. I don't know anyone who works in any petrol stations that can like tip me off and be like, oh, it's coming now, bruv. Like, go queue up. Because Tesco's is shut right now. So if someone said, listen, it's coming in half an hour.
Yeah.
On a sneaky one, I'll just get there and just wait, innit?
Yeah. But it's like, even like when I was coming back the other day, I was on M25, it was all cool. Because the other day when it happened, it was fucked, yeah. But then when I was coming back, it was like all good on the M25. As soon as I got to that bit where you're coming off and then you go to the Watford bit.
Was that junction 19?
Where I don't know. There was 3 petrol stations again, innit? There was just massive traffic queues. I was like, fuck this. I just turned around, went and got on the M1 by going North Watford through that bit,
the next one, yeah.
Yeah, I just went and got on the M1, so then that was all right. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Shit's fucking crazy. With Boris, I think this government, they just want it to happen, man. They're just making money. Because like otherwise he'd have just sent the army in for ages. And the army would have just come in and delivered all the fucking fuel. And that's it. Like that's what Stanley Baldwin done in the fucking 1920s in the general strike. Yeah. So just do the same shit. But they don't want to do it. They want this shit to happen. They need to earn some money back. That's what they're trying to do. That's what I think.
Definitely, they're definitely broke.
Yeah.
They're definitely broke and they're moving like broke people. They're very desperate, and I don't think they want the general public to realize how desperate they are. So this is just kind of like a little test, just to test the waters to see if what will happen if we just give you a little bit of information. And they've given us a little bit of information, and we've absolutely fucking shit the bed. So now they know. I honestly feel like they should know, but the British public, us as the British public, we are the most fucking pussified people on the fucking planet. Like,
I think any country is gonna happen, brother. That is like got loads of people with cars. It would happen.
Yeah.
So it's just because people like need it for their work, and then people need it for this and that, all the rest of it. So if the government go and say, and the media go and say, yeah, there's a shortage of these delivery drivers, then it's gonna cause a problem, innit? But you got a fucking army there. Why the fuck are you not using the army? Now they're saying, oh yeah, we might bring the army in. That's after the problem's already happened.
Yeah, it's a bit too late, man. It's a bit too late. And it's funny because Tesco, so obviously because this has been happening now, so I've been kind of reading up about certain shit. So Tesco said to Boris Johnson in June, bro, we need 10,000 drivers. Like we're 10,000 drivers short right now. We need 10,000 drivers. Them man have gone, all right, whatever, man, just whatever. Now it's all fucked up. Then now they're saying, all right, tell you what, we'll give you 5,000 drivers. And they were saying 10,000 was a minimum they wanted. So now this 5,000 that they're going to push through still ain't really going to be enough. So it's going to be a problem, man. The same way, like when everyone went crazy at the supermarkets at the beginning of lockdown, look how long that took to get right.
Yeah. Like, but it's as well, it's like what's the other thing? It's not just like people saying it's HGV, but it's ADR drivers, isn't it? Because to drive the petrol tanker, you got to have that special training.
Yeah.
So it's that they need them. Yeah. And if they like the HGV drivers thing, that can't solve the situation. It's they need the ADR one. That's why the army have got loads of people that are trained in that shit. So you need them.
But they said they still need to train up some of the army people anyway.
Oh fuck!
Or one of
That's what I'm saying. Why did he fucking start doing this before then? When they first told him about the problem, if you ain't gonna solve it like by having commercial drivers, then you better start training the army from now if you need any training.
Fuck, man. As far as the army, I'll just take over the military coup.
It probably happened in a bit. Some general will be like, "Yes, I am General Smythe. I'm taking over England."
Well, what's it called? British First just became a official.
Like military guerrilla fucking outfit.
Yeah,
who?
Paramilitary.
Who's that?
Can you imagine those bunch of fucking fat cunts running around?
What, Britain First are saying they're paramilitary?
No. Terry's gonna start another fucking war.
What are they saying then?
No, they're what's it called? A parliamentary party, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're official, so you can vote for them.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh.
So, but it won't be long until they decide to become because they're all fucking dickheads anyway. So they'll be like, you know what? We're gonna become you know what? Those militant groups, yeah, they are the funniest groups of people. Because it's like, you know, when you're a kid, yeah, and you go, one of your mates goes karate, And he's like, yeah, I go karate now. And you're like, oh shit, fuck you know, teach me some. And then he teaches like you and one other mate, and you're like 5 years old in the playground, and he's going, yeah, then you do this, and you're all doing it, and then you all of a sudden you convince yourself that you're fucking Ninja Turtles, yeah. That is what they're all like. They're like one guy who did tactical training either in the police or the army, got kicked out for fucking trying to touch up some woman or
being
stealing,
a fucking racist,
or being a racist, and then he teaches other people, yeah, this is what we're gonna do, and it's just like, you like the person who's teaching you is shit, so you're all gonna be shit, and you're all wearing like fucking camo, you're all wearing fucking urban camo in the grass, like we can all see you. It's just like, what are you doing, man? You're pretending to be something that you're not. Like,
one of them turns up in like a no fear camo hoodie. That he got from
the no fear one, yeah. He's still
with the
got
big eyes on the back.
Yeah, you can see, you can snipe him through the eye hole.
I would have, like, if someone said to me, do you want to join? I'd be like, if there was a cowboy one, I'd be like, yeah, do that shit. Like, we'll all dress up like cowboys and pretend we're cowboys. That's cool, but yeah, you're not.
I'd be well up for it if there was a samurai one. If one of them said, like,
sick.
Let's do like a samurai village and we go there, like, I'd be well up for that. If that was a paramilitary movement of samurais, I'm down 100%.
That's my fantasy of life.
Go and sit there and do fucking wood carvings, like perfect like water delivery systems and stuff like that, and just fucking train to be a swordsman. I'd definitely be up for that.
That'd be my shit. I'd end up cutting my fucking leg off, but fucking that's
I'd be called One Ear Terry.
One of my old school teachers cut his ear off.
They go, why do they call you One Ear Terry? He's got both his ears. Look around him.
One of my school teachers done that. One of my school teachers did that, innit?
He did what? Cut his ear off?
Yeah, with a samurai sword.
His own ear.
Yeah, he used to have a plastic ear on.
See, that's that. What did he teach?
I can't remember. I think it was ethics or something like that. One of them ones, isn't it?
Ethics.
Something like that. You know when you have them lessons where you
and he's got a history of playing with samurai swords.
Yeah, he used to do. He was
your school, man.
He was a martial art. He used to do martial arts, didn't it? But then he was practicing with the sword and cut his own ear off. Didn't it?
Do you know what? Yeah. So we're all over the place. But let me just start anyway. Yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Yes, we still do a podcast. But anyway,
it can even be called a podcast at this point in time.
I don't think it is. But I feel really bad because people keep messaging me going, "Oh, you know what, man? Really missed the podcast, man. Really love it. It's really good." And I'm like, "All right, cool, man. My bad." But anyway, I've been writing this script for this sitcom, and obviously it's all based on like real people I know in it. So like a lot of like these characters called like Terry and AC and stuff. So it's like based on you. And one of AC's like the quirks, like the character. So each character has like a list of like their personalities and shit. And AC's one tells like crazy stories and stuff. And what I haven't even put in there is went to a crazy school. Like I need to put that in there. Like
you've got to have flashbacks of his school.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You lot had worse. Like, you must have had like lunatics at your
You
school
always do this,
man.
AC. You're like, you say something absolutely fucking mental, and then you go, yeah, but what about your story about that time that you did something that I didn't do? Like,
AC, you just said one of your teachers cut off his ear with a samurai sword and a plastic ear.
Not even one of the other students, one of the teachers cut off their
crazy.
Yeah, but these things happen in life, don't they? They happen, man.
None of my teachers cut off anything with any kind of swords.
The wildest teacher we had was Mr. Watt. He was a drunk. And he was a pretty good drunk because I didn't even realize he was a drunk. One of the other people who go to my school was like, yeah, he was always drunk. And I was like, wait, what? That's my dad. I was like, Dad, was Mr. Watt always drunk? He's like, yeah. I was like, fuck it up.
Father Dead's, like, I went to a Catholic school, innit? Like my secondary school. So there was teachers and nuns all over the place. But Father Des, he was constantly pissed. I'm sure I've talked about it on it before. But like Father Des, we went to this thing called Edale, which was like this I don't know it's like a youth hostel thing up in the Lake District.
Yeah.
And the whole year was there. And Father Des every single night was just pissed up on the couch in like this youth hostel. It was a big old youth hostel. Then there was like a reception area with couches. Him and the other teacher, like one of the other teachers, I think the maths teacher or something like that, was just pissed up every single night when we were there. But I didn't even realise that what he smelt like when I was a kid. You don't realise that's the smell of whiskey until you get older, and you're like, that's what Father Des smelled like all the time. But one of our teachers, like, I can't remember his name. I can't remember any of my teachers' names really. I remember Father Des. But Mr. Ridgewell, that's it. He was the PE teacher, and he only had one eye. And everybody reckons it's because he got a javelin in the eye.
Probably did.
He probably didn't. It was like, if you got a javelin in it, like, imagine a javelin coming straight at you. You're not losing an eye, you're losing the fucking head.
That's a lot, mate. That's a lot.
He could have shot his eye out or something like that.
It's probably just something really mundane, like. But you know how these urban myths start, like. Yep. Yeah, he got like a javelin in the eye, and it's like, probably not. He probably I don't know, flicked a can opener open, like, and fucking stuck it in his eye or something. You know those old school can openers that you used to have? It's probably something like that.
I heard he started a fight with another teacher at another school who had a samurai sword.
Had a javelin off. They just chucked javelins at each other.
Do you remember 999, that program?
No.
They used to have all the fucking mad.
Oh yeah, shit! Stuff like that's crazy.
Yeah. They had one kid there, innit? This is a real
the javelin
shit.
through him.
Through his fucking neck. The javelin went through his neck. They were like, we don't know how it happened, but suddenly he had a javelin through his neck. I'm like, what the fuck?
Just standing there at the bus stop, and he's like, fuck me, that's a javelin.
They had to call the ambulance. And they had to call the helicopter ambulance, innit? That's and there was another one I remember. This guy was driving, he fell asleep at the wheel. And then next thing he knows, he's driven off the road and he's gone down the side and he's driven into a fence. Yeah, and the fence has gone through his window and through his shoulder, like through that bit there. Yeah. And he the pole, the bit of the whole plank bit of wood was through him like that. And he had to get out of the car. He had to crawl through the windscreen with this thing through his shoulder. And then he walked up onto the motorway holding this piece of wood through himself.
Yeah, because you can't remove it, can you? Because you bleed to death.
Well, yeah, like loads of blood might come out. You don't know what.
Yeah.
And he was holding it, and then he was like, "Help, help!" And these people were driving past. Just driving past him, and no one was stopping.
They should charge him for dangerous driving.
Yeah.
Being in control of a motor vehicle with while under the influence, criminal damage, and theft.
He was
stealing part of the fence.
How was he under the influence though?
Oh, he wasn't drunk. He just fell asleep.
Nah, he just fell asleep in it. Just fell asleep at the wheel.
If I was the policeman that turned up to that, I would have been like, "Excuse me, sir, can I see your EU passport?" "Oh, you're from the UK. I thought you were Polish."
Oh shit!
Well, anyway, let's get you to the hospital, eh?
Luckily, like, these people come with a transit van, innit? Because otherwise, no one would have been able to get. Yeah, they couldn't fit him in there. He had to go in the back of a transit van, literally, just keep holding his thing.
Put his stick out the sunroof.
Fucking crazy, innit? Crazy, man. But yeah.
Oh shit, man. Fucking nuts, man. Fucking nuts. Seems like the planet's gone mad. We got like so much shit to talk about, seeing as we haven't spoken really for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Longer.
No, is it?
Been like 6.5 months.
Nah, 2 weeks, yeah.
I get yeah. Well, I haven't spoken to you lot for 2 weeks. You lot been in the group chat chatting fucking craziness.
Chatting bollocks, yeah.
It's been interesting.
I mean, one of the biggest things that's happened in the last 2 weeks is Dave Neurotics I Do Weights video has gone back up on YouTube.
Yeah, that's
my mates.
Yeah, I like whatever
it takes.
That'd be sick.
Duffinator, man. He
fucking Duffinator, man.
Don't fuck with Duffinator, you know. Yeah. Duffinator, he does his thing, man.
And I said it to someone from Northampton. There's another tune he's done.
Yeah. Called Northampton.
Yeah.
Seen that one?
And I said it to
Northampton Tone.
I sent it to them and said, "Is this accurate?" And they were like, "Yeah, he just listed off everything in about just done the whole town in 2 minutes."
Mate, do yourself a favour and read the comments on the Northampton one. None of them are slagging him off or anything like that.
Yeah.
None of them are going in on him needlessly or anything.
Yeah.
But you know, he talks about there's a lighthouse.
Yeah.
He talks about the lighthouse in a tune, and literally, because it's not a lighthouse, it's a place where they test lifts. Like that, and just the comments that are around. Oh, mate, I was crying with laughter.
Northampton's not by any sea, is it?
It's not a lighthouse.
It's a lift house.
It's a lift house. Yeah, it's not a lighthouse. It's a lift house.
Oh, Okay.
It doesn't even look like a lighthouse. It's just a really tall building.
And if they're not got any lights, so planes don't crash into it or something.
Nah,
it's for testing lifts.
It's not like, it's not like fucking. His building's bigger than it next to it.
Like. Whatever happened, whatever's going on with Dave Neurotic or whatever his name is, I can't work it out whether he is just an absolute genius or he thinks what he's doing is good. Because what he's doing is amazing. But it's not traditionally good. Like it's actually so bad that it's gone all the way the other way, and it's amazing. I can't work the guy out.
The one about the games, the one about playing the games, his flow's improved a lot.
That one that one that I sent you earlier. The what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. But his flow on that isn't actually that bad. Like there's a rapper that. I'm not going to mention him, but there's a rapper that Jen and myself quite often take the mickey out of, who's like a serious rapper. I actually think he's better than him.
Oh, what does that rapper get? Like, is he famous?
Not really, but he's like a pretty like. I reckon Dave White gets a lot more views.
Yeah, right, he gets more views than me.
But the thing, that's what always happens, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, don't you, Jen?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
No, we're not going to talk about his name.
Okay.
But I actually genuinely think he's better, like as a rapper, like as seriously as a rapper.
Nah, man, you look cold. All right, so the thing is, Dave Neurotic, he's a cool guy. And it's funny because I must have posted one of his tunes. Like when the gym one came out, that was my shit, yeah. And I posted that. And he messaged me like, yeah, Safer posted it. And I was like, cool, man. And then, like, recently, he put an album last year, I think, album or EP. And I listened to it, and his beats have got he chooses way better beats.
Yeah.
So the beat on that gym song is fucking one of the worst beats I've ever heard in my life.
Really? Right? All those original beats are so bad. Like,
I've heard worse.
There's about 3 different. I've heard a little bit worse. But nothing that's actually come out. But there's about 3 different beats 3 different melodies going on at the same time, and none of them gel with each other. It's really
none of them are in tune with each other.
Nah, really.
They're all like very similar synths.
Yeah,
like kind of pitched differently, and they're all really conflicting with each other, both in pattern and in key.
Right.
Which is actually quite hard to do.
It's really hard to do, and it's so hypnotic as well. You just can't stop listening to it.
But then, see, this is the thing. It's like it's one of those things where that at that level, it's so bad, it's good, and it's funny as well because everything about it's funny. Like the Duffinator. His fucking name's Duffinator.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. He looks
so
like
he likes drinking Duff beer, yeah?
I don't think Duff beer really exists.
I don't think it's actually a thing, yeah.
Nah,
you can buy it, but it's like got Homer on it and all that, isn't it? Is it not beer? Is it energy drink? I don't want that.
Like, so he's just, it's one of the things I say to rappers, or to artists in general, like, don't be boring, innit? Like, you can be anything, just don't be boring, be entertaining. And I think he's entertaining. And maybe not like what Terry's saying. I don't think he's self-aware of why he's entertaining or why it's entertaining. But I think his like heart is in the right in the place of I'm trying to be a rapper. I want to be a rapper, and I know myself. I know I'm not the greatest at it, but I really want to do it. And I think to me it's kind of endearing. And I even listening to his new stuff, the beats are way better. I guess he's got better beats and stuff. He's not technically still not a good rapper, but the things he says, I'm like, man, do your fucking thing, man.
So is it like Bangs? Like Bangs, isn't it? Remember Bangs? Like I take you to the movie, sorry.
Nah, because that's still trying to be cool. Dave Neurotic never tries to be cool.
Dave Neurotic is just Dave Neurotic. Like he's just a guy that's living his life that whether he's and you put your finger on it there, like self-aware or not, I don't know. Like,
so you ain't seen Bangs, though?
I have, yeah. So he's just rapping about stuff that he knows. Like Bangs is trying to be 50 Cent. Like he's a G-Unit 50 Cent, like kind of, and it's cool, it's funny and whatever. But if you listen to Dave Neurotic's new stuff, he's talking about like first person shoot 'em ups and gaming and stuff like that. Like he's just talking about his life, and that's it. Like and making beats and doing visuals and stuff like that.
Okay,
And to me, that's like it, you know what Dave Neurotic does. Dave Neurotic, he does what I do. Like he's me and him, like from the themes of what he does is the same shit. He's rapping about Northampton, I'm rapping about fucking Watford. It's the same shit, but I'm just like I guess I have more creative talent to make it sound more palatable to what the mainstream sound is. If that makes
sense. Again, I don't want to reflect on this other guy, right? The other guy that me and Jen exchanged videos with, he talks about stuff that is not his, that he doesn't do, right?
So can you in the chat, can you DM me who this
I will do. I'll
DM
you his name.
Yeah.
But he talks about stuff that he doesn't do.
Wait, DM me his name as well. I was thinking about one person, but I don't think you're talking about this person anymore.
Hold on, I'll do it now. Hold on.
Do it on Zoom, innit? Do it in the Zoom chat.
All right, hold on.
You know, he's gonna body me.
We can share screen and all that kind of thing.
Because I thought it was one person.
Oh.
Oh shit! I was way off.
Put in the chat who you thought it was.
Yeah, you put it in the chat.
Because this person's really good now as well. So I was like, nah, wait.
Oh no! No, I mean, yeah, in the early days.
No,
yeah.
In the early days, yeah.
In the early days.
Cool.
No.
I don't even know who that is. Who's that?
About it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see what I mean about the comparison.
Yeah.
Oh okay. yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, I know who that is. Okay. Yeah,
all right. So the first person we're talking about, I think, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's like he's got a style that he really likes, and it might not really fit with his lifestyle, but at the same time, that's the style he wants to rap in. He's kind of I don't know, man. It's hard.
But the thing is, I think style-wise, I don't think there are any better rappers. I would put those. I would put those two completely on a level with each other. The guy in the chat and Dave Neurotic. I definitely would, because.
Yeah, I couldn't. Nah, I wouldn't do that either.
But do you know what? Do you know why I wouldn't? Do you know why I wouldn't? Yeah, because the other guy, he just understands bars and flows, and even though his bars and flows may be super basic, like really, really, really basic, and he's not trying to do anything amazing with the bars. I don't think. He might be, but that's just. I feel like. He's just got a style and he's like, this is me. And I'm going to do this forever.
It's like Too Short. Too Short's got his thing.
I'm not taking anything away from him. Yeah, but I think that Dave Neurotic, and this is all about Dave Neurotic, it's not about the other guy. I think that Dave Neurotic is actually quite talented at what he does. Just what he does is pretty shit.
Okay.
No, but I think with what you're witnessing with Dave Neurotic is someone who didn't have anyone like to say, now wait until you get better to then put the first thing you do out.
Yeah.
So it's just he's putting stuff out and you're seeing that progression happen. Yeah.
Because I think
other people other people you might have someone saying, nah, you're not ready yet. Yeah, okay, now put it out and people will take you seriously. But like
I think that happens a lot. I think that happens with a lot of people. And that maybe happened with the other guy that you put in the chat as well. Like that maybe happened with there just wasn't enough people around to like kind of to tell him wait another year or so until you're more developed. That guy's wicked now though. That other guy's fucking great.
Because what he's happened is he's surrounded by people that are really good. So he's had to become really good because everyone around him is really good. But like I wanna say two things. You mentioned Too Short. And Too Short's really simple, but Too Short's got so much sauce and swag. It don't even matter.
It doesn't matter.
This other guy doesn't have any, has probably negative swag and negative sauce.
But look at the two places, right? look at San Francisco or the Bay Area, Oakland, where Too Short comes from. He's just an orator of what was happening there. That is a forever cool like kind of scenario. Like whatever happened there, Too Short is like a representative of it. Dave New Ryan.
Hey, look, man, this Northampton, man.
Well, yeah,
not this in Northampton at all. It's not like. I mean, I'm sure there's some. Look at like the Arctic Monkeys.
Slow Tie, innit? Slow Tie's from Northampton, isn't it?
Slow Tie is that new generation though, as well. Like Slow Tie.
Yeah, he done a thing with Alan Moore.
Did he?
Yeah, he's rapping. He's got Alan Moore walking behind him with a stick.
I like Slow Tie stuff. But look at someone like the Arctic Monkeys or something like that coming out of like a little town. I'm not sure where they're from. Is it Sheffield or something like that?
I
ain't got a clue.
Yeah, and the kind of that swag and that kind of walk that they walk and the talk that they talk is very definitely from that town. Like Northampton, maybe there's very cool stuff going on in Northampton, but he's not.
For fuck's sake, why though? She's from there.
Who is?
For fuck's sake, why though? She's from.
I don't know who that is. Sounds cool though.
She's fucking cold as fuck.
Yeah.
You lot both mentioned about not having people around you that can tell you if you're shit or not. Yeah. But I feel like when you've got real talent, that don't even matter. So, Terra, and my cousin Matthew and his brother Dominic, they made this song when they must have been 15 years old. To this day, that's one of my favorite songs like ever. Like fucking just pure talent because they can just fucking rap and sing and know how to make music with no one else around them. Like as kids, not even knowing what the levels are, they just came up with this track that I swear you put out today would fucking stand the test of time because they're just talented motherfuckers. And even to this day, like Terra don't listen to no one, makes the best music, still the best rapper. My cousin Matthew, one of the best singers. Dominic, fucking wicked singer, plays every instrument under the sun. It's like talent's talent, man.
Yeah.
Levels to the shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that, but then it's all about mix downs as well and stuff. Like when you hear like stuff that's got a bad mix down, then you kind of like got to tell the person, you know.
I don't think three conflicting synth riffs. It doesn't matter what kind of mix down you're going to get on that, to be honest.
And we've actually, I was going to say that we've heard people with bad mixes do well, like Wu-Tang. I don't think their mixes were bad. Like I don't. People go, their mixes are raw. I'm like, okay.
No, they were way clearer than a lot of stuff that was being, you know, people were trying to do in the UK at the time when they're trying to do stuff in it, and the mix downs were complete rubbish.
So the two like, because you just don't get records with bad mix downs anymore. It doesn't happen, like bad mastering, bad mix downs, because you can do it all at home. At very least, you can do it at home. Like the two albums that always get pulled up in that conversation is Enter the 36 Chambers.
That's their best album.
What's that?
That's their best album.
Oh, by far, yeah.
Don't do that. Don't. Carry on. It's not though. It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
All right, we're not going to get into this conversation.
Wu-Tang Forever.
But the second album always gets pulled in.
Nah, it was a bloated mess.
Oh my God. Oh, this is crazy. I
was halfway through making a point as well. That's why I don't want to
go, make the point.
You cunts.
Go on, make the point.
It's a null point now. But if you listen to Black Moon Enter the Stage, that is a genuinely badly mixed album. Like it comes up every single time. But the whole point of it is it sounds fucking wicked. It sounds like it's supposed to be like that. It sounds like 1 o'clock on a Tuesday morning in fucking February cold. Like it's supposed to be dirty and horrible and uncomfortable. And that's what I think about the Wu-Tang as well. I think the 36 Chambers is supposed to sound like that. If it didn't sound like that, then see, I listen to tunes nowadays that I find on wherever, on Tidal or whatever, and I listen to them, and they don't have half the amount of like kind of character than the recorded tape version that I got off of FM radio from fucking recording it off the radio onto a shit cassette. It just doesn't hold the same character. I hear tunes and I was like, it sounds all right. Like, but when I hear that old version that was off the cassette, off the radio, off a shit reception on the radio, sounds fucking amazing.
AC, what song are you taking off Forever then? What the fuck, man?
What song am I going to take?
Forever's a good album.
What we taking off Forever? If it's bloated, what we taking off?
It was a 2 CD or 2 CDs, wasn't it?
Yep.
I can't even remember the names of the song because I listened to it. I thought, nah, this is not as tight.
Nah,
as well
man, you didn't even fucking. That's the thing. You didn't sit with it, bruv. You didn't.
No,
even
I didn't
sit
because
with
I didn't have like loads of money. So when I go to the record store, whatever fucking thing, I want to listen to it.
Wait,
if it's not grabbing me, I can't pay for this crap. Hold on. Finished.
So you didn't even buy it?
No.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Hey, man. You're crazy.
Bruv, I didn't have enough money to buy all this fucking shit.
Have you ever owned it? Have you ever owned the album?
No.
All right.
Why would I? Why would I own an album? Why would I own an album if I don't rate it?
No, you can't do that.
Why would I own something I don't rate?
You can't do that.
I borrowed it off people. People lent me. I borrowed it. If I was like, nah, I ain't feeling that. Just give it back. There's some tunes on there were all right, but I thought Rizzo had got lazy with the beats. That was
he did not. No, he didn't, bruv.
For me, he got lazy with the beats because instead of having stuff that would change, like in the first album, it was like had stuff and then a different thing would happen, a different thing in the same tune, innit? It would change.
You sound like a proper musical expert there, AC. This stuff would change. Look.
I don't like that shit, but I can.
Stuff would switch up, innit? But on the second album, it was just like loops, and it was just boring. It was like 2-bar loops just going the whole way, or 4-bar maximum, and then no variation. I don't even give a fuck,
bruv. Like, listen,
if I don't care if it's a fucking 1-bar loop. In 1996, 96 hip hop, particularly like New York hip hop, started getting really crap, in 1996.
You cannot.
Because they stopped sampling longer bits, and then doing variations. They stopped doing bridges. They stopped doing all kinds of interesting things that they used to do. They stopped even doing.
So I was with you until when you said the 36 Chambers is their best album. I back that 100%. Love that album.
I don't, but. But I don't even read. You know what?
Do you know what? It's a generational thing as well because you're a couple of years younger than me, right? And this is what always comes in with, like, say, Tribe Called Quest. Slightly older people, like people now in their late 40s or whatever, love Low End Theory. Yep. Like people my age absolutely love Midnight Marauders. So there's a thing there with like kind of they're both brilliant albums. Like Wu-Tang Forever is a fucking that's the original 1997 vinyl as well, cunt. So it's a brilliant album. I don't rate it as much as 36 Chambers because 36 Chambers to me is the Wu album. There is no way that this is a bad album. No way.
It's not bad, but it's not good. But if you start out with something really amazing, then like follow it up with that, and the producer's got a bit lazy now.
Which Biggie album do you prefer? Do you prefer Ready to Die or what's the one afterwards?
Life After Death.
Life After Death.
I prefer Ready to Die. Ready to Die. Like all these double albums that came out they had a lot of filler tracks that weren't very good. Like
I don't think they had filler tracks.
Same with Art of War by Bone Thugs. First CD is way better than the second CD.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it is, bro. Come on, man. You got some tunes on there like the Wishbone solo tune. That's horrendous. Yeah, you got a lot of tunes on there that are really bad, and they shouldn't be on the album.
Okay.
Like, if you had it as one CD, same with All Eyes on Me. If All Eyes on Me was one CD, not the double, it would have been better.
I'll give you Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah, I'll give you Bone Thugs and Harmony because there's certain songs on Bone Thugs and Harmony that I really, really love, and certain songs that I still to this day will skip. Yeah,
same here.
I'm not really on it. Yeah, to me, Wu-Tang, no skips. There's no skips on that.
No, I don't. I genuinely don't. Like there's tunes.
I'll have to listen to it again. Then I'll have to listen to it again.
The shittest
definitely tunes that are less memorable, right? There's stuff on there that's less memorable, and you're always going to get that many tunes.
Okay, the shittest song on the double CD is the one when he's in a fucking bath and they're talking about fucking Wu-Tang selling soap. Yeah, I fucking hate that song. But I don't even skip it. I still just let it go in it because it's like whatever, man. Yeah. You gave me loads of gold. I'm gonna give you this one. Like that's cool. The Biggie, there's still no skips on that. And I feel like
whole Life After Death double album.
Yeah, there's no skips on that for me. The only and I feel like the reason why I feel like it's not even I can't really compare those two albums with each other because I feel like the big Life After Death has a way different feel. To me, Life After Death feels like a 90s album because it is a 90s album. And it really feels, to me, it feels dated. Whereas with with Ready to Die feels dated. With Life After Death, to me, it just feels, I'm like, yeah, I can vibe with it. But again, it's like the age that I had it. When I first heard the first Biggie album, I was like, I wasn't really outside like that. Second album, I was out in these fucking strizzies. Same with the Wu-Tang, I was out. I will give you another hot take. I don't even think 36 Chambers, in my Wu-Tang albums, yeah, the albums that I think are the best Wu-Tang albums, it's like fifth in my.
Are you including solo albums in that?
Yeah, because I think
fair enough.
I think the best Wu-Tang overall album. If you say somebody, what's Wu-Tang sound? What's Wu-Tang sound? Only Built for Cuban Links is number one.
Yeah.
Like there's no debate in that one. Then I think Liquid Swords.
I would debate that one.
Obviously, you would, AC.
Well, Liquid Swords.
I prefer Liquid Swords to that one.
Liquid Swords and Only Built. Those two albums are the two sides of Wu. Like, there's no, like they're 100%. If you were to divide Wu into two, it would be Liquid Swords and it would be Only Built.
Because it's the coke stuff and it's the fucking
the
physical shit. Yeah, the science and shit. And
but for me, it was the beats. The beats on Liquid Swords, I preferred them. I thought they were better than the Only Built for Cuban Links.
Fair enough.
If the beats ain't catching me, that's it. I ain't listening to the album. I can't listen to it.
All right.
And that's the thing with Wu-Tang Forever. It might have amazing rapping on it, but if the beats will let it down, that's it. It's
Are you fucking mad?
What?
Are you fucking mad? The beats, like, if anything, it's the beats on Wu-Tang Forever. Chambers.
Yeah, the beats on Wu-Tang Forever are fucking cold.
Are fucking amazing.
I don't know. For me, it struck me that RZA was he just wasn't as inspired as he was on the first one.
I think he was more inspired because I think
he was more inspired. Yeah.
I think on 36 Chambers they caught one, man. Like that's the problem. When with the first one, the first one's not the one. The first one's the one you were just doing and you just caught one. And that just happened to be it. The second time round, now he knows what people want to hear.
Yeah.
So he's trying to give them that
he's
sound.
20 times the producer as well. Like the stuff that he comes up with, like It's Yours is one, like It's Yours, Triumph, Reunited.
Crazy.
These tracks, I mean, just going through it now, Dog Shit, fucking hell.
Crazy.
A Better Tomorrow.
Crazy.
It's Yours is one of my favorite. Like if you were to talk to me about top 10 hip hop tunes of all time, or top 20 hip hop tunes of all time, It's Yours, and I don't know what else of that album. It's Yours would definitely come in my top 20, 100%.
I'll have to check it out again, but as I remember, the melodies didn't capture me as much as like the melodies.
They're weird melodies. They're like, there are some definite, because he's using less samples.
Yeah, that as well. Because that's the thing I said. They caught one with 36. Now he's like, oh shit, we're something special. I'm trying to get this money. I ain't trying to give up too much of my publishing. So I'm really doing it myself.
See, that's another problem. When a producer that is used to using samples and is good at flipping a sample then tries to play shit, but they haven't had any training to do anything, it usually is not as good.
Little Ghetto Boys.
City. Yeah.
Oh, what's the one with what's her name?
It's like when DJ Muggs tried to do all that synth stuff, on the 5th album they did. It weren't all that.
Yeah,
he's better at flipping samples.
That was the whole thing with
This is my shit. Are you mad? Not even a fucking rapping in it, man. She's just going in. She's just going in. The skits. I love the skits.
Oh shit, Older Gods as well. Older
Gods put me on. I had to rock this. Like, it's too much, man. It's too much. It's just too much.
Let's get that Older Gods now. Like, I'm going to listen to this straight off. We're going to get off this podcast really fucking soon because I'm going to listen to this. I've got a turntable set up here as well. But yeah, I think you got a point. I think there's some producers who are like, right, I'm really good at flipping samples. So now I must be really good at synths as well. Like, it doesn't always work out, but I don't think that's the case with RZA. I think because RZA has always used synths. Like, even though the first album was very sample heavy, he was using he wasn't doing like kind of DJ Premier style, like kind of flipping samples and stuff like that. He was using longer bits of the sample, then laying his own synths over the top, like his own bass lines, melodies and stuff like that. And there's what was it on? I think it was on I think it was on their, you know, their Cribs episode where they all went to their big house in California or wherever it was, and the RZA had like his studio there, and it was all synths. This was around the time that this was released, actually, and he was like saying, "Well, I use like kind of samples, and then I'll replay the samples." And I think he did it. I think he 100% did it.
He was doing interpolations.
Interpolations, yeah.
Ace was fucking big words. He's fucking college professors, man.
What the fuck are you going on about, bro? It says it on fucking all of these albums. It says like on the Dr. Dre's album, all of them.
I can't read,
it contains the interpolation from George Clinton.
Listen, man, tell George Clinton to put his interpolation away. I ain't trying to see that shit. But what I will say, do you know what I think? What it is though, AC, I think if you prefer sampled beats, when the producer uses non-sampled beats, you're just not gonna feel it the same.
No, because I don't. I'm not gonna say I produce sample beats because I prefer beats that sound like musical or music that so even if it actually no, I just prefer something that's good. That's all it is. Like see, like with Too Short, he's got Ant Banks producing for him and everything.
Yeah,
I'm fine with him using synths and all that. That's all good because he kind of knows what he's doing or whatever, and he's making that funky kind of sound for Too Short. It was wicked, but yeah, it's not just that. It's just like if the beat ain't doing it for me, I just can't take it. I can't listen to it.
As a producer, I 100% prefer making sampled beats, but I just don't do it because I just can't be bothered with the headache. So you do kind of box yourself in a little bit. And unless you have really good musicality, and unless you're not lazy, see the problem with me is I'm very lazy. So once I've done a couple of layers of instruments, I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. Which is luckily for me, I've got someone else I can work with who can then say, take this piece of shit and make it better. But that's the beauty of being of using samples, is because once you get the sample, all the layers are already there. You don't have to worry about adding anything. You obviously you add more to it. You might add more to it, or sometimes I might not, man. I just put out oh shit, I even put out yet actually. Does it have samples in it? No, this one I ain't put out. And it's I sampled something, and I sampled one bar of it, and it's a 1 bar loop, and I added nothing to it. And I'm just like, that shit sounds cold. And it's like fucking Rock Marciano style.
Yeah, so when you use a sample, everything's already mixed. It's already leveled together. The sound of the sample, if you get like a nice little chunk of a tune, it's already all there. Like it's done for you. It's like instant, like kind of. I mean, there's the art to chopping samples and stuff like that, obviously. Yeah, and I, this is coming from me. I listen to all sample music all the time, but it's already there. So the challenge of like kind of using synths and using your own musicality to do it, I admire anybody that does it. And I think that the RZA approaches it with like a 50-50 kind of scenario where it's maybe half samples, half like kind of played. And you can really hear that. Like the Wu-Tang Forever sounded so much cleaner than 36 Chambers. It just sounded clean because they weren't necessarily using dusty old samples that were already like kind of, but again, like he was still using like the Moog bass and all that kind of stuff to give that real deep, like kind of deep sub bass line to everything. But you should go back and listen to it because there's some fucking amazing stuff on there. Like thinking about Older Gods now, like the sample on Older Gods as well. It's just fucking amazing.
I think
there are a few tunes I thought was all right. But I just didn't think it was good enough for me to pay all that money for that double album.
I paid my $16.99.
I think I paid about fucking 40 quid for that in like 1997.
Easy. Well, you don't have money then, man. You lot were all right.
Nah,
I didn't have that kind of dope.
I was stealing it for HMV. Nah,
man.
Like, fuck. Or even I was stealing it from my uncle. But like, I think with as far as like producers that use both, I think the best, who was the best was actually no, I can't even say that because Just Blaze is still a thing. But Kanye using samples and adding stuff to it, like what he used to do was genius to me, because what he would do is he would start with a sample, build all around the sample, then take the sample out, and then just drop it all in. And then so you're hearing the beat, what he's made. And then when the sample drops in, you're just like, wait, what? Yeah. How did the sample fit so perfectly with that? And then he might do that. He might have one song with 4 different samples. and like, or maybe even more. And that's really like, it's really tough to do. Like the most I normally do if I do it is like maybe I might sample 3 different songs and somehow fit them together. And even that is like, it's a lot. And I'm nowhere near as good as fucking Kanye. It don't sound as good as Kanye's. Like he's making fucking magic.
He's making complete magic. But like when you said like Just Blaze a minute ago, Just Blaze is for me is the absolute fucking living king of that sound. Like because he can drop a beat like what was that? What are those freeway tunes?
Even though what we do is wrong.
What we do.
Come on, man.
The sample in that, insane, right? Next tune, flip side, it's all synths. It's all synths. And you can't really like what you can't really pick your favourite out of those tunes. And they're the 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. Like soulful sample here, all synths there. Like
breathe.
Ridiculous.
Oh, free. Yeah. Just Blaze is he's one of those. He's one of those. He's different, man. I
he's
think
different.
Like,
yeah, he's a different animal for sure.
Yeah, like I think it's cool to have like if you can have a signature sound or a sound that's yours, and like obviously the first person you think of is Primo. Like Primo to me is like one of the first people to me that I was like, no, that's a signature sound that is cold. But then you got obviously you got Pete Rock. Like Pete Rock's sound is nuts. But then Pete Rock's got like he's got a large spectrum of what he
has. And that's why, and I know this is like a cardinal sin to say this in some circles, but I actually prefer Pete Rock to Primo.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah. Because Pete Rock has got the entire gamut. Like he's got everything. Like that second Pete Rock and See Or Smooth album, I don't even like. Again, I get chanted down for this quite a lot, but I actually prefer the second album to the first one. I fucking love the first album. The second album, the samples he used on that and the soulfulness of it, and just like Pete Rock and See Or Smooth around that kind of era when they did like 1 in a Million and Death Becomes You and all this different kind of stuff. It's like hard beats and soulful samples. Amazing, absolutely amazing. I do love the first album though, for sure.
That Soul Brother #1 album is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Ridiculous. Like the Mecca and the Soul Brother, amazing album. Second album though is just it's levels above in my opinion. Like production wise, songwriting, absolutely everything. But the first album has got all the like They Reminisce Over You, Straighten It Out, and all that kind of stuff on it.
I think the second album they kind of went. Because it kind of went more like...
Well, it's soulful. It's a soul album.
Yeah, but it kind of went more softer sounding, so maybe some people didn't like that.
That's 100% what it was. Do you know what? It was massive over here. I remember when it dropped, like, same as like Wu-Tang Forever, right? Wu-Tang Forever in the UK was everywhere, like absolutely everywhere. It was fucking like, because that was when I was really trying to make it as a DJ, as like a hip hop DJ. That was like my prime time, like 97, 98 and all that kind of stuff. And that was 10 times bigger than 36 Chambers. 36 Chambers was something that you knew about and it was kind of cool and it was a bit of an underground classic. But like Wu-Tang Forever was just fucking everywhere. Like on every street corner, everybody was playing it. And it's kind of the same with Pete Rock and See Or Smooth's second album. It was loads bigger over here than it was the first album. But like,
what's that called? The Main Ingredient.
Main Ingredient, yeah.
Yeah,
Main Ingredient. That. But the in the States, it wasn't as big. Same as Wu-Tang Forever. In the States, it just wasn't as big.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Why was that then?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think everybody was like so attached to the first album because it had become a cult classic. But it's the same as Nas's second album. Like Nas's second album, when it came out, everybody's like, "Oh, it's not Illmatic, is it?" But it was massive over here.
Yeah, I liked his second album. It was written.
I think it's a wicked album.
Some people didn't like the choice of beats.
No one likes the choice. Like, listen,
but I thought the beats were right on that second album.
People like Nas on Primo. That's it.
Yeah,
Nas on Havoc.
Yeah.
Or anything else? Rock. Yeah, people would give him.
I don't think he's ever done a Pete Rock shit. Oh, well, Pop Millmatic. Pop Millmatic. But afterwards, I don't think he's ever done one.
No, that's the thing. Like, and that's what people want. People want, that's what people want.
First album's what? Nas Professor.
Large Professor.
Q-Tip.
Yeah.
Flipping
Q-Tip was doing everything back then.
And DJ Premier. Was that it? All of them.
That was it.
Much,
and Les as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he done Life's a Bitch, innit? Yeah.
That's the shit people want to hear. And I don't understand, why Nas hasn't done a Primo album.
He just doesn't want to.
I thought they were meant to. I thought they were meant
to, but they just did. Like, there's a couple of albums that have been talked about for years that have just never materialized. What's it? The purely Pete Rock and DJ Premier De La Soul album, which has never kind of materialized. It might still be in the works, fuck knows, but they've been talking about a Nas and Primo album for years. It's just never come out.
I could do without that. Because
the Nas and Primo album.
Yeah, do you know why though? No, not the Nas and Primo album, the De La Soul album. Do you know why? Because I think De La Soul by themselves are just so sick.
Yeah.
So De La Soul, I know De La Soul can do De La Soul, so it's like.
But the thing is, I'm not particularly overly concerned about a Primo Nas album anymore. I mean, it'd be fucking wicked, but Nas is doing Nas now. Every single album he drops is something new and something special, in my opinion. I mean, I'd love to hear it, but I'm not gonna. It's not something that I fiend for at all.
Okay, Nas' Life is Good. I think is a really good, solid album, and might be my favorite Nas album since the first one. What's the one? King's Disease. I like
King's Disease and King's Disease 2 are wicked.
I'm not going back to them, though. I'm not going King's Disease 1. I might go back to if I don't know what situation I'd be in for me to go back to it, but King's Disease 2, that's not happening again. But
the thing is, there's right. So there's plenty of, and this is taking nothing away from Primo at all, right? There's plenty of Primo albums, collaboration albums that have dropped in the last kind of 15 years or whatever. There's not many of them I still listen to.
What, Primo albums?
Yeah, so Primo production and stuff like that. Stuff that he's done with, I don't know, with Apathy and stuff that he's done with what's it called? What are they called? The Army of the Pharaohs and stuff like that. It's it's cool. The one that I do go back to is the Evidence, because it's Evidence. Evidence You. That tune, that's fucking phenomenal. But the rest of them, I mean, I go back to a lot of Pete Rock, like that Pete Rock and Smoke Dizzer album I listen to regularly.
Same.
But there's not many Primo projects that I constantly revisit all the time.
This is not a music podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
But what music what music you've been listening to? What's new? What's come out?
I've been pretty obsessed with the Kendrick verse on Family Ties.
That's all right.
Yeah, I've been listening to that a lot.
That's all right, man.
Wicked tune as well. Yeah. Don't know what's on my Tidal.
I did like the Baby Keem album though, man.
I've not really checked it. I've not really checked it that much. Is he signed to Kendrick or something? Is he one of Kendrick's artists?
Yeah, he's got to be one of Kendrick's artists. And I'm like, I don't get it. He's not someone I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, all right. I don't get it, but if you like it, I love it.
Yeah.
He's not. I listened to his album, got halfway through it, and then was like, no, I just want to hear the Kendrick verses. And then I'm not listening to you, bro. You're styled really well. The presentation is what
the video for that Family Ties is fucking insane.
But it's a Kendrick video.
Yeah,
That's what I expect from Kendrick. But the rapping, I'm like, nah, that ain't it, man.
Do you know what? I've listened to it probably 300 times in the last month, and I don't really notice him that much. It's you remember when we all went mental over Control?
Yeah.
No one really listened to Big Sean's verse on that.
We kind of listened to Jay Electronica.
Jay Electronica's wicked.
We kind of listened to that because that was a good verse.
Yeah, that's
Sean. I don't remember what he said.
No, so Jay Electronica's verse on that. you know when you finish at the gym or whatever, and you have to do your warm down, and you're like,
you needed that.
Oh fuck me! Oh, that's what Jay Electronica's verse was like.
Yeah, you needed that.
So I've been listening to the AZ album, Do or Die.
Oh man,
Do or Die. Okay. What?
2.
Do or Die 2.
Oh shit, I haven't heard that. I gotta check that out.
It's all right. I want to like it a lot more than I do.
All right,
Who's he got producing?
I don't know actually. It's all boom bappy kind of stuff.
Okay. Listen. Hold on. Let me speak on this. Let me sort my mic out first. I want to speak on this. So, AZ can rap.
Yeah.
Right. AZ ain't lost a step. Right. The AZ from the old AZ, he's still that dude. His pen is crazy.
Yeah.
He's got a good ear for choosing beats as well.
He's got a better ear now for choosing beats than he did when he began.
Maybe, but I just feel like...
See, everybody talks about Do or Die, the first one. There's some fucking amazing beats on that, man.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah. But I mean, I'm talking about his other ones, like Pieces of Man and da-da-da-da-da. And then when it gets to the later ones where he had his own, where he was on his own label, I think the beats got better.
Yeah.
He's doing like the more, like when he's doing the more soulful stuff, like on the format. Yeah. Oh yeah. Go on.
All right. So this is my point. Yeah. This is my point. It's all good stuff here, but the presentation is not where it needs to be, man. Like, as an elder statesman in the game, yeah, like the video he put out was garbage. Like, there's no way AZ should be putting out a video looking like that.
No,
like, I don't want to see a bunch of old guys standing outside a block of flats.
No,
I don't want to see that. Not from you. There's a scene where he's on a boat. Like, keep it on the boat, bruv. I want to see you on a boat with fresh new trainers. Even the I wasn't even mad at him on the train. Yeah, man, you're visiting your old hood, but do not stand outside with your old friends looking dusty. And even if you're not looking dusty, why are you out there? Like, that ain't where you're supposed to be.
No.
And I was his whole thing with a song, man.
His whole thing is quiet money, right? He's supposed to be making money in the background. Like he just did a collaboration with Ewan where he's got his own he's got his own trainers now and all this kind of stuff.
That's what I want to see.
Do that. Like put even the album artwork, right? The album artwork is Capadonna levels of.
It's like, no, don't do that to him.
It's Capadonna levels.
I showed Corinne the album. She was fucking cracking up. Yeah, no, it's not Capadonna levels.
Oh, let me go look this up.
It's not Killer Priest levels. No. I'm saying, like, AZ. Like, I feel like you got money, yeah. If it's quiet money, cool. It can be quiet, but don't make it invisible.
Maybe he hasn't got money. Maybe he hasn't.
Even if he hasn't got money, listen. I know he's got more than me, so I want to see some shit. Like, just
even the album, right? The album, I think, the album is really badly sequenced, in my opinion. Like it doesn't flow from one track to the next. Like,
is it all different producers?
It's not even that. I think there is. Yeah, it's not even that. It's just like the kind of the album, the feng shui of the album didn't work for me, and that's why I haven't kind of maybe enjoyed it as much, because there's certain parts that I find quite jarring going from one track to the other. Like the first 3 tracks, like I found a little bit jarring. Like, and as far as I remember, there's a singer on one of the first 3 tracks, and it's not the best singer in the world, and it kind of
Jaheim, I ain't gonna do Jaheim like that, man.
Not like
at the same time, though, I don't want to hear Jaheim on no fucking AZ record, man.
No, it didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel like it was. It didn't feel like it was like a triumphant return in the second part of what is like a absolutely classic album. Yeah. But do you hear, talking about second parts of the albums, do you hear that Ghost is doing Supreme Clientele 2, purely produced by Kanye?
I'm scared, man.
I'm a little bit scared. If Kanye gets in his soulful sample bag, right? If that happens, I can kind of see it.
He would have to do that for that album, though, wouldn't he?
There's only 2 people. There's only 2 people who should be, maybe for the advisor in there, whatever. But there's only 2 people that I think should be in the run-ins for producing the album. Number 1 should be Rock Marciano. He should be number 1.
Yeah.
Right? And number 2 should be Alchemist. I don't want to hear no one else, man, because I feel like Alchemist would know what to do.
Yeah.
And Rock Marciano already does it. Rock Marciano does it. It's going to be mad soulful samples with no beats. It's going to be old 70s movie clips. It's going to fucking sound amazing. It's going to be nothing but pimping and crack. And that's the shit I want to hear from Supreme Clientele Part 2.
Like, I just want to hear complete gibberish. Like, I just want to hear complete... Like, Ghost has even said it himself. That he said that, like, a lot of the stuff on Supreme Clientele, and especially Iron Man, it doesn't mean anything at all. He's just put words together.
That. He did.
He 100% said that.
Okay,
like it was fairly recently as well. He's like, I just wanted to put words together that sounded cool.
Yeah, but like, okay.
Whilst at the same time, halfway through one of the rhymes, he'll talk about the time he beat up 50 Cent, and then he'll go back to talking about, I don't know, the Raj in India and stuff like that. And George V.
This is the thing. It's that whole thing of like, it's stream of consciousness rap.
Stream of consciousness rap. That's it.
But I'm only saying stuff that me and Raekwon know.
Yeah.
You don't even know about it, so don't even pretend to know it. Do you remember his verse and Raekwon's verse on the Pete Rock album?
Of course.
That, like, I swear that might have got like album verse of the month or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Nobody. I used to do this thing, yeah, but I would tell people, yo, I'm a read this, yeah, listen to this verse and tell me what you can get from it. And nobody could get anything from it because it doesn't make any. There's no sense. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I've got to find it. Like,
so the most Ghostface verse, there's a couple of them. One on Fourth Chamber. Who the fuck knows what he's talking about? And the one on Click Click. The verse on Click Click is possibly one of my favourite Ghostface verses of all time, where he's talking about driving on two wheels through Jerusalem, Bobby Bongos and stuff like that. Like, it makes no sense at all. It's pure fantasy, like kind of stream of consciousness stuff. It's fucking amazing. But the best thing about Ghost is he'll do all that kind of stuff, then he'll just drop something very, very real in the middle and then carry on. But then he can go and do like fucking All That I've Got, which is makes me cry every single time.
Here we go. Here we go. This is the best verse. This is the best verse of all time. Oh shit! Hold up, man. I'm on Rap Genius, so hopefully they got all the lyrics right. They fucking Raekwon's verse is still pretty mad. Like Raekwon's verse is crazy, but some of it makes sense. So Raekwon, I'll give you Raekwon's as well, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
So Raekwon says, call me the black champion, guess down, what a test now. Oh, so let's grab the Mac, vest, bless him if it's stressed out. Amazing, blazing, purple haze, spaceship, blazing Asians in Mercedes-Benz stations. He goes crazy. What's the bit I like? Stabbing an intern, corporate book of words, Ayatollah, Motorola's gun, reloaders, broad with rollers. I don't even know what he's going on about, but I'm not even doing that verse, yeah? Because that verse is fucking nuts. Right, hold up. Let's go to, where's Ghostface? Ghostface has the best verse of all time that makes no sense. All right, listen, people. Hi, MC Ultra. Like, where he starts the verse.
Yeah, it's MC Ultra.
MC Ultra, hybrolic, bankroll, alcohol vulture, garlic balls, dice to shield with the okra. Come on, man. Are you crazy?
How do you write this stuff?
Tally ho.
A lot of weed.
Tally ho, pity pat, backgammon pro, pink salmon, 5 spring rolls. You know me. You love my intro. Come on. Oh, shit. Half a face, wig sewed together like Manhattan Chase, looking like snatching a place. Check behind the drapes, cast the tray, laying on Travolta. Oh my God. Cast the tray, laying for Travolta. Mike gun pump, laying on the floor. Clark's bleeding watermelon chunks. Hold up. Sprinkle the hash. Choney chapstick. Snatch RZA last piece of fish right off the glass dish. Butter roll. Beats bagel tracks, wavy hair decks. Lay it down, straw hat style. Butterball crown. Lifetime investments. When broke, I wrote the Old Testament. No, I can't even do that. It's too mad. It's too mad.
Mate, Ghostface, there was, what's that? 808 Crate, right? So the 808 Crate podcast, they were like all 3 presenters brought in like their favorite albums from a particular era or something like that. And someone brought in like Jay-Z, someone else brought in whatever. The guy who presents it brought in Ghostface. And like, there's 2 types of hip hop fans, right? People who love Ghostface and people who don't understand Ghostface. And like these 2 guys they were like, he's just talking gibberish. I don't get it. What's the point in it? It's like, you don't understand what the level of genius the Ghostface is of that era. Then I've got nothing to say to you.
It's just different, man. It's different. It's different. It's like
it's just different. It's just amazing. I mean, you've got like the Special Delivery remix, right? Like listening to Ghostface on that, then listening to everybody else's bars, which were wicked but very like kind of straight down the line. Listening to Ghostface on that, it's almost like magic, especially on that beat, that intro. Then he comes straight in. Stream of consciousness is magic.
Do you remember that song on? I think it's on Wu-Tang Forever, and everyone's doing their deep verses, and I think it's You God or Capadonna is doing their verse. One of the deep rappers, and then Ghostface comes in. Oh, yo, fuck that! And it just changes the whole feel of the song, and he talks about sex. Like he changes up everyone's going deep, and I think you know what? Like with Ghostface, yeah. What it is, and I guess that's probably the part that I took from Ghostface, is the idea of like, how do you make someone visualize something? So it's like, it's not really what I'm saying, but I'm saying stuff, and every time I say it, you're
thinking about that thing, yeah.
Clark's bleeding watermelon chunks, like your brain goes, oh shit, crazy, like, and it's like it's taking that stuff where you're going something that's on a deeper level, then you're bringing it down to earth. Like
but that visual lyric, like when he describes stuff, if you listen to Mighty Healthy, like his Mighty Healthy verses, like when he's talking about like underwater sonar and stuff like that, you're visualizing what he's talking about. It's fucking crazy, man.
It's the shit, man. Ghost is the one, man.
Yeah, Ghost is the one. But I reckon, I know it's like a bit of an outlier idea. I reckon if Doom was still alive, he would be able to absolutely murk Supreme Clientele too.
Yeah, 100%, because he's inside it. Like he doesn't have to go into that world. That's his world.
That's his world, yeah.
And it's like, this is another thing as well. Like, it's actually quite mad. Actually, I feel like already people aren't really getting, like, Doom being gone is a massive hole. Like there's a massive hole in like what people do. And that last track I put out, the Sayonara track, that's literally a Doom song.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was just Doom. Like that's what Doom would do. Like I just saw something, was like, Doom would do that. And, and then the kind of the week before I did it, I was like, I'm missing that sound. I'm missing that feel. And I'm making this song because I fucking miss Doom, and there's no one else who's doing that. Like
a part of like a genuine, authentic part of hip hop, and I'm sure I said that before, was removed from the culture when Doom went. Like it's a genuine, like kind of brick that held the wall up. Like I think two of the souls of hip hop in Biz Markie and Doom being like kind of taken away from like DMX as well, obviously, but like Doom and Biz Markie, they were like inherently bricks in the wall of what make hip hop like kind of quite special.
But I think with Biz Markie's like Biz Markie's was never really for the public. I think Biz Markie was for the rappers. So I think with Biz Markie gone, I don't think it really affects the listeners as much.
No.
It affects the people making music on that in that era. So it's
if you listen to Pete Rock, the way he talks about it, like across it, like pretty much, if you go to just rhyming with Biz on Who Sampled, right? It's been sampled like an insane amount of times, like 400 times or something like that, and it's all scratch hooks the producers have used of him going, oh yeah, funky, and all this kind of stuff. It's a brick. It's like a brick in the wall of what we love about hip hop. Now, if you're a listener, maybe not so much, because he's not making music, and he wasn't making as much music or any music at all. He was DJing. He was like kind of swapping samples with producers, like doing all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Once that's removed, there's a big gap there, and no one else can like kind of fill that, I don't think.
Yeah, I think like in like the UK scene, I say that person would be somebody like Blade. Yeah. Because Blade ain't really making music anymore, but Blade's that person that if you're a rapper in the UK and you kind of need something, or you kind of want to get a perspective of something, he's the person you'd be like, yo,
yeah.
You think about this, like, what's this saying? Or who was this person? And what did this mean? I mean, he's going to give you that information because he's one of the very few people that were there the whole way through. And
literally the beginning.
Yeah. Could talk you through and go, it's that and the third. And that's why I really respect, like, just some of the old OGs in the game, yeah. Like there's like a level of them that Ty was one of the people as well, yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, you were there in it, so you can talk me through certain shit, and you can tell me certain shit, and go and just tell me I wasn't there, but you can tell me what stuff meant. And
it's a shame because like people like Ty and stuff like that. Maybe I think he did, like people did realize how important he was to the music, but I don't think that comes into quite sharper focus until people like that are gone.
100%.
Yeah.
Because then it's so many times where I'll be like, oh shit, you know what? I need to know something, and Ty would be the person.
Yeah.
I would hit up and just be like, yo, what you think of this? Or what do you think of this idea? And having the honest person as well that's going to tell you, Jen, I think that's a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to work. And know that they're saying it for the right reasons as well.
Yeah.
Bit of a...
For the best interest of you, not just the best interest of them.
The best interest of like music. Like somebody who cares enough about like the art of music. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not that person. I don't care enough about the fucking art to not do certain shit or to do certain shit. I just do stuff that I feel like doing. So,
are you going to pay me off the back of it? No, I don't care then.
Fuck off then.
Why are you talking to me?
I'm just not because of just the way I don't have my connection with. You know what? I'm not even going to go into this year. Fuck it, let's go into it. Like I know AC hates everyone in UK hip hop anyway, and Terry don't give a fuck.
Man, I love all of them, man. What
you fucking lying cunt. You fucking hate everybody. So today, yeah, a rapper put up a post, and it was, you know, when Lil Nas X made the joke and going, "Oh, I want to fight the gay agenda," right? And he put that post up, he put that clip up, going, "Oh, what do you not think of this?" And so all these guys are going, "Oh, fucking bare homophobic slurs." Like, oh, these guys need to burn in hell. And I'm just like, I just realized something. I don't want to be around none of you.
Yeah.
And I don't even want you to be around me. Like, I don't want none of you to be around me. Like, and that's just like a little part of like what it's made me see UK hip hop as. It's like, for the most part, it's some childish shit. And I said it the other day when I was like, I'm embarrassed.
What did Lil Nas X say?
He said, I want to thank the gay agenda for me getting to where I was.
It honestly doesn't matter what Lil Nas X says.
So what
people go, oh, he's wearing a dress. He's good. Like it's the end of hip hop. It doesn't matter.
So he's just like, and then what they
posted
got all
it
angry about that.
He posted it, and really and truly, he didn't really give any context. The context was inferred. I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to be fucking, trying to be slick with it. And trying to like get people to speak about something, and I get like, and again, you know what? You know, the people you fuck with, the people in your circle, the people that listen, the fans of you, they know what to expect from you when you post something like that up. So if I posted it, I guarantee you won't be getting a homophobic slur under my fucking picture talking about like that's not, because I don't move with them kind of people. They're fucking backwards ass people. Like, to me, if you're talking about, they're going to burn in hellfire, the fact you even believe in hellfire, for me, means you're a fucking idiot. That's just me personally, yeah? But whatever.
Nah, there's definitely hellfire, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I don't know about Lil Nas X burning in it. It's all just people who are cunts burning in it. Lil Nas X is cool, man. No
cunts are burning in hellfire. Like, no one's
well, they bloody well should.
You might think that, but it's not happening. No one's going.
Plenty of people that should burn in hellfire, but since it doesn't actually exist, none of them will.
Well, let's make it.
It'll just be worm food.
let's make it exist. That's what we.
No one's going anywhere. Someone said I saw the.
We have to create heaven on earth. So let's make that hellfire exist.
You can try. If you're going to create heaven on earth, then you can create hell on earth. It's what you
know what they should do? Burn them.
Wait a minute, did you just say create hell on earth?
No, heaven on earth.
I was going to say hell on earth already exists. It's called fucking Hemel Hempstead.
No, what I was going to do is say,
Terry!
What
got a fucking move there next year.
What you do is you play Hell on Earth by Mobb Deep over and over, repeat, just the one tune, and you roast people on the flames.
But see, this proves that you didn't listen to fucking Wu-Tang Forever properly. Because in the intro, he told you anything. He told you everything on that shit. He said, there is no heaven, above or hell below. Heaven is what you make it, and hell is what you're going through. Oh my days, AC, you better listen to the album again, man. He fucking told you everything. He told you that
yeah, but you gotta have a good beat. If you ain't got a good beat, I don't care.
The beat was sick. Man. The beat was sick.
Mate, you go to hell if Mobb Deep was playing. If it's a good beat, you go to hell.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to hell anyway, yeah? So,
100%.
You know, it depends.
I think just for your comments about the Dark Knight, I think you're definitely going to hell.
100%.
Nah, man.
Just for not liking fucking Wu-Tang Forever, you're going to fucking hell. But we're all going to hell. But anyway, what I was saying is, there's so many parts of this UK hip hop that I just feel like I am not a part of it. Like, there's none of it.
Nah.
Yeah. There was a little.
I think Lil Nas X is sick, man. I proper rate him.
He's cool.
You know?
He's
cool. Like, he's really whatever. He's just another artist.
He's a troll. Yeah. He does some trolling shit. It's like, all right, cool. I
wouldn't say just a troll though, because he's taking it to a higher.
He trolls for a purpose, for sure. He trolls for a purpose is maybe not the right way to put it. What he's doing is he's exposing a lot of like the kind of the prejudices that exist within modern life, really, like within the kind of the toxic male spectrum and stuff like that. But he is what he is. I think he makes all right music.
Yeah, the tune with the cowboy with Billy Ray Cyrus. What was that? Old Town Road.
Old Town Road,
sick.
Yeah,
that's
a good tune.
Sick, man.
Mate, these boomer hip hop guys, whether they're UK or whether they're American or whatever. Like Pete Rock put up a thing about it the other day, and I'm like, I'm gonna unfollow Pete Rock because he put up like a kind of a gaslighting post where he had like a picture of Tupac. And it said,
"Oh, they always do this shit."
Yeah, you're like whatever rappers then, and then Nas X in like a dress or something like that, looking really feminine, saying rappers now, and it's like that's not rappers now, though, is it? Like there's loads of different rappers now. You're only doing that so that you can like kind of gaslight your fan base, and then underneath he's like, "No, I was just putting a picture up of Pac looking cold in a suit," and it's like you didn't do it for that, though,
no,
did you?
Didn't. Listen,
you didn't do it for that.
Pete Rock, yeah, you make amazing music. We've been bigging up this whole show, yeah. But my fucking dick with that bullshit.
He's always doing shit like that as well. It's like so annoying.
Don't be. You know what? This is the thing, man. No, actually, no. Corinne said no violence. I'm not even saying nothing. But what I will say this, I'll say this, yeah. So, you remember when hip hop went all right wing, yeah?
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, like this shit ain't even me anymore. Like I just don't recognize it anymore, and I'm just gonna fall back. And I fell back a little bit, and then we kind of had a little resurgence of people just, you know what I mean? We had the Black Lives Matter movement come in and everyone was just like, yeah. We're all coming together now. This is what it is. We're here for justice and shit. And then what I've noticed is that a lot of these people that were bigging up Black Lives Matter, all they really meant was Black straight lives matter and fucking Black men matter because they don't mean Black women. And I'm just like, I can't even roll with you lot anymore because the equality you lot claim to want, you don't want it for anybody else. You only want it for yourself.
You only want it for yourself.
And you can't have it. That's like, you don't deserve it. If you only want equality for you and no one else, you do not deserve the equality. So you're going to have to stay in your little box. And the way you're thinking is so backwards. You deserve to be where you are. And to me as well, it's like, even why the reason why Little Nas is important, especially with the trolling, is because he shows how easy you are to manipulate. Like, you lot are so fucking easy to manipulate. Like, anything with the fucking mention the devil, you lot go crazy. But all you got to do is rap fucking slavery with God, and you lot fucking willingly walk into it because you're so fucking dumb. Like, to me, it's just like, and I said this the other day, there should be nothing in this world that you follow blindly without question. There should be nothing like that. You should be questioning everything. But you aren't doing it. You've decided where you are and who you are, regardless of the facts, the figures, and what's right and what's wrong. You are going to do what you're going to do. So you're not going to progress. And it's funny.
You see that all the time, though, isn't it?
100%. And it's like, I was thinking the other day, yeah, like, again, just looking at what people do. And you shouldn't watch other people's lives, yeah? But like, even the stuff I see these people doing, when they're not posting random fucking memes, yeah? Like, how are you posting 5 memes a day? You fucking weirdo. But anyway.
On what?
Just anything. Just these stupid fucking anti-vax memes or fucking alien memes or just bullshit memes. Just stuff that's not real. Like, no one wants to do any actual work. I had to pull up this guy the other day. He posted this fake video of someone going, the iPhone, you have to be vaccinated for it to be used. And I was like, bro, I was like, this is what I'm saying. I'm
you
like,
have to be vaccinated for an iPhone. What do you mean?
To use the iPhone. And I was like, the fact you posted that, and you thought it's real, is the reason why I'm following you, because it just shows me where the level you're at. Like, I'm not doing this with you, man. You're fucking, you lot want some clown shit. And it's like, you're old people. You're old. You're almost in your 40s.
But like, when you get old, it's, you just start dying, innit?
Nah, but it's what it was, bruv. This is what to me, this is what I see.
He know.
The people I want to be around, the people I want to be around, move in a certain way, do a certain, just move in a certain way, carry themselves a certain way. They're just adults. And I've realized that all these guys, they're just children, they're just kids.
Well, that's the thing. You would hope that people would progress in their wisdom and their understanding of the world, their understanding of other people's, their position in the world, like, and understanding that they don't know shit and they need to like kind of carry on learning. They need to be empathetic. But at some point, certain people, not everybody, they just turn off. And what they believe then is what they'll believe for the rest of their lives, no matter what kind of, no matter what like kind of challenges their biases. They'll just look for things that like kind of confirm their bias but also just willing to be like fucking idiotic and be anti-establishment and post things like the iPhone doesn't work if you're not vaccinated.
But like,
how fucking stupid can you be? How fucking thick are you to post something like that?
But what you were saying, it goes on all the time. Like, people just following blindly, and then like, even with what like, everyone went onto Facebook, then everyone went onto Twitter, everyone like leaving all these things. Now you got Instagram, you got Facebook, you got Twitter. MySpace did everything that those things are doing, all in one fucking platform. And you could embed videos, you could embed fucking music player.
Yeah, but no one's walking around with fucking desktop AC. We've got phones in it. So but
I mean, what I'm gonna do? Yeah, but wasn't MySpace
all better do an update like that on the train?
But wasn't MySpace available on the phone?
Nah,
smartphones weren't around in those days, were they?
But they like,
you got to move with the times, man.
That's where you get fucked.
Yeah, that's not AC's MO at all.
That's where you get fucked. I'm telling you, that's where you get fucked. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you move with the so-called times? These are these fucking stupid trends that people are bringing out, and then you get stuck with like, then you got 5 apps you got to fucking update all the time if you're an artist promoting your shit, rather than just one.
Okay, AC, no one's stopping you from using MySpace. It's still there.
Yeah, but I can't now because it's fucking dead because all these dumb cunts left it.
All right,
well, you never did.
Literally, that's...
Well, no, I did. Yeah, I had to leave it because all you fucking idiots left it. And they all went to fucking Facebook. Facebook is fucking crap, man. It's the same boring ass background. AC, it's so fucking
Facebook.
boring.
Who are your top 5 friends, AC?
What do you mean? Oh, what, top 5 friends?
You're the one talking about MySpace. What do you mean?
I haven't used it for ages. Wait, but MySpace, they tried to update it and they try to make it look like Facebook.
Too short, MC Ren.
No, my top 5. My top 5 fucking MySpace was probably Jen, Terra, whoever. Fuck it, I don't know. All them. Do you know what I mean? That's. I just had the people I know in there as my top 5 or whatever the fuck it was. But all I'm saying is, like, instead of going to all these fucking new shit, just resist, man. Everyone's got to resist this bullshit because otherwise it's always going to be planned obsolescence of all these things. And you got to go, oh, now I got to go here. Now I got to go there. Okay, now a load of people ain't using Facebook. They're all using Instagram. Oh, now TikTok. Now this, that, all the fucking rest of it. It's too much, man. Fuck this shit.
Because then you get to a point where you just stop. It's not for you. Like, there's certain people.
Yeah, but if you're an artist and you're promoting,
you don't have to do any of it.
You don't have to.
Like,
you don't have to.
But if you talk to any like kind of PR expert, right, they'll say one of the biggest questions is, what's the best social platform for me to use? Is it Twitter? Is it MySpace? Is it Twitter? Is it Facebook? Is it TikTok? Whatever. They'll always say to you, pick one that you really like, that you don't mind using. Just use that one and have it your only portal. You don't have to be everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
because everybody else is everywhere.
Yeah. Because
like, more often than not, if I follow the same person on Facebook and Instagram, and like, I don't really take much notice of Twitter, but like those two, I'm looking at the same update twice.
100%.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
And you know what I love as well? This is what I love. I love like artists who really work and who do crazy. One of my favorite person, Matt Wills, big up Matt Wills, yeah. He don't really have like a social media presence. Like he posts like Instagram and stuff, but he ain't massive on Instagram. Guy's doing fucking 500,000 monthly fucking listeners on Spotify. Like, what does he do? He's a singer who makes music. That's where he's supposed to be big. So that's the shit. I would give up all my fucking social media, all my fucking. I just put up a little stupid picture that got fucking 700 likes. I would get rid of that right now if it meant I got 700 fucking plays. Like, I don't care about that shit, because that shit don't even. I mean, that's not what I'm here to do. So all that shit is irrelevant anyway.
But look at like the biggest stars in the world, right? So look at the Rihannas and the Cristiano Ronaldos and the Rock and people like that. If you look at their Facebook page, when's the I don't know this at all, but they're not getting even close to the amount of interaction they're getting on that one platform that they chose to really specialize in. Like, and that special for them, it's Instagram, because they're the big Instagram, like they're the gods of Instagram. I don't know. Does Rihanna even have like a fucking Facebook page? There may be like someone who's updating it every now and again.
Rihanna's not on Facebook.
No, there you go. So is The Rock on Facebook? Who the fuck knows? Is the Kardashians on Facebook?
I think they're all on there, man. They got their page.
I'm sure, but they're not on there, are they?
Yeah. They're on their page. They got their social media manager just doing like broad posts to all of them. Probably.
Yeah. But you choose one that you want to use and you want to specialize in, and just do that. You don't have to go around update. Like, everybody thinks that, but you don't actually have to do it at all.
Yeah.
My thing is this though, going back to my point, AC loves to fucking derail shit, yeah. My point is like, this game of being so childish, yeah, and not updating and not moving forward with what a lot of these rappers are doing, it holds them back. And this was like 10 years ago. I tried to show these crackers some light. Like, they weren't on it. Yeah, I told everybody what the game was gonna be when we did the tour. Yeah, when we did the fucking This Is My Hustle tour, that was like the blueprint of what to do. I haven't done that since. I haven't done that since. Yeah, but no one else has either. I'm like, guys, this is, and the only reason I even did that is because I was trying to show people, yo, listen, you need to become more independent. Like, there's stuff that you should be doing. The merch is an important part of the game. These guys didn't want to do that. They're still in their same little grotty places because they didn't want to listen and just.
But the thing is that doesn't feed into like that. That takes work, number one. And I'm not here to say like do the boomer thing of all these millennials don't do any work and blah blah blah. But
that would also. Millennials. I'm talking about
no. No, yeah, totally. But that would also kind of counteract their victim complex when it comes to like the music industry, because their victim complex is based on the fact that, I'd never signed for you, a sellout if you signed to a major and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. But actually, you've got all the tools to do it there yourself. So just go and do it. And if it doesn't work, then you're shit.
This big rapper who's a big rapper was like, yeah, man, I'm just going to do my own shows. Are you fucking serious? Why weren't you doing that before, you fucking waste, man? Like, to me, I'm looking at you like, you're way bigger than me, yeah? You're way bigger, way bigger than me. And you've been sitting broke for all these years, and only now you're like, oh, I'm going to do some work. It's like, you're a lazy bum. Let me just make one more point, yeah? This is another thing that I've noticed. So when we first started rapping, we didn't really have anything. All we had was our name and what we did, right? And we built on that, and we've used that to do all the stuff, to buy houses and whatever the fuck we got, businesses, wherever you got. All of us have built a business, all of us have built a brand, to the point where if we got rid of our name, you're no longer Terry Hooligan, you're no longer AC, I'm no longer Genesis Elijah, yeah? I'm just me with none of that. Like, the name is gone, right? I'm cool. All of us are cool. All of us can live our lives. Literally nothing will change apart from we won't have to do the fucking artist side of things, yeah? We'll still be who we are as people. We'll still be in our respected businesses, and we'll still be doing well, right? So the respect I have for you guys, and the respect I have for anybody who is just a person, just like living day to day and has something to show for it, I got so much respect for that. A lot of these guys have never done anything. All they did, they rapped, they did some good verses. We went, yeah, your verses are amazing. 20 years have gone by. You ain't done fuck all since. And the only thing I respect about you is what you did then. And I respect you as an artist. Other than that, you like, if I say from your real name, I don't respect you at all. Not as a person, because you ain't done shit. Like, you've done nothing. And the only way I would respect you is if you were fucking humble with it and be like, yeah, do you know what? I ain't really done shit. But we got guys acting like they're these fucking, you thinking they're Jay-Z. It's like, bro, no, you're not. You've made a fucking mixtape 20 years ago that we all liked. That's it. Other than that, there's nothing about you. We don't know what you've been doing. You don't even fucking look after your kids. Get the fuck out of my face. I have no respect for you. So these are the people I'm just like, don't comment on my shit. Don't get spicy with me. Don't get rude with me, because you're not even, you're nobody. You're no one. It's like fucking, what did Royce the 5'9" say? You're not cool to me. You're not tough to me. You're not the level of what street niggas listen to. Like, you're literally nothing. Like, if we, again, take away your name, take away your social media presence, because everyone likes you for your name, put us both in the same street, you're nothing. Most of your fans earn more money than you. So who the fuck are you acting big to? Calm the fuck down.
The unfortunate thing, if they realised that, they'd be able to monetize their fan base if they actually fucking did something about it.
Laziness. Half of these rappers don't even fucking rap. Don't talk to me, man. Don't talk to me with your fucking homophobic, transphobic.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the homophobic thing. Stop. It's fucking 2021. Like, what are you doing? Just, even if you don't like gay people, like, even if you like, what are you getting out of being a homophobe and practicing like this fucking antiquated idea that gay people are somehow against some religion that you follow, or they're going to burn in hell or some shit like that. The reason they're doing it is because it gives them some kind of identity. It gives them some kind of importance. Like, having that opinion somehow translates to like them being somehow important. Like, I've got a very good friend, right? I won't mention, we all know him, but like, behind closed doors, I've had plenty of conversations about him, about homophobic chat and stuff like that. But he doesn't need to come out on social media to like kind of to practice that on social media. And hopefully I've changed his mind on it a little bit. But when you see these guys like kind of spouting this homophobic shit, it's like, just because you have this opinion, it doesn't make you important in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't make you part of some fucking secret club of the anti-gay agenda or something like that. But that's where they believe they sit. And it's like there's some kind of anti-fighting force that's going to push the gay agenda back. It's like, number one, there is no fucking gay agenda. Number two, you're an idiot. Like, because you're having this opinion about this real part of life, and the genuine humans that fucking inhabit this part of life, which is being gay in 2021, is just as like kind of, it's just as bad as being a fucking sexist or a racist or something like that. And you're against this kind of prejudice, but you're okay with this kind of prejudice. Makes no fucking sense in my head.
Exactly. That's what I would. It's like, I don't even take your fucking Black Lives Matter shit seriously anymore. I'm just like, and then I'm just like, you know what? I get why people don't give a fuck about that shit, because it's like there are people of all other races that see that shit as well, and there's loads of black gay people who see that shit as well, and they're like, man, I ain't fighting for you because you're not even gonna fight for me. And there's another thing that pisses me off here is this idea that guys are like, oh, because I had this guy and he was like, oh, you're sticking up for gays. What are you, gay? I was like, are you 12 years old? And then
what if I was? Who gives a fuck even if I was?
It was one of the conversations. I don't know. I think it was on like, but I was just like, I didn't correct him. I just acted like I was in it. But like he wasn't even someone I knew. But I've had people that I know that have said things like that and then got rude with me. And then I'm like to myself, then I've had to pull them up and said like, so you think because I think a certain way and you don't, now you think you could bad me up? Like, what's gonna happen when we meet, innit? And then it switches, then it changes, then the reality hits them. Like, oh, nah, ain't like that, bro. But I'm like, but why? What made you think that you could even talk to me that way? Like, I don't like. Is there something in me that's making you think that I'm someone you can talk to like that? Like, when have we ever had conversations where you thought I'm that person? Like, I don't even get it. And then that's what pisses me off. And then it's not even that. It's like, then it's like, on top of that, it's the way that you thought we could even have that conversation. Like, if I don't like something, why do I think I can talk to you and change your mind about it? Like, what about, I'm like, is there something about me that made you think that we could have this conversation inbox and you could then, I was going to say to you, yeah, do you know what, man, I agree with you. You know what, I'm going to be more homophobic from now on.
Yeah.
Like,
actually, do you know what? You've made a good point tonight. I don't like gay people either.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
What do you think you're going to get out of
it? It annoys me on so many levels. It annoys me on an ego level where I'm just kind of like, don't talk to me this way, because I wasn't disrespecting anybody. I was just saying how I feel about something. You've gone out of your way to disrespect me, and now I have to act a certain way that I don't even want to act. Like, I don't want to do that. But you put me in a position, and now I'm just winding myself up now, because now I'm really angry that I'm even in that position. I'm angry that you've got me angry. Like, it's a mess, man. But today was one of them days, man.
But I had a conversation. It's not related. Also, as well, I just want to make the point that I don't think racism is the same as homophobia. It's the same as sexism. The same as any of them. They're all completely different subjects, and it doesn't mean that if you understand one, you'll understand the other or whatever. All I'm saying is, from an empathetic point of view, like any kind of prejudice, if you see a prejudice, then if you don't agree with that prejudice, and you don't agree with that prejudice, that's all I'm saying. But I had like a conversation with a guy on fucking Facebook last night about Brexit and whatever. So I went off on some post about how much I think fucking Brexit voters are morons, and I still do now, especially with the situation that we're in at the moment, with lack of workers in the trucking industry and stuff like that. Yeah. And this guy came on and he's like, you're obviously very angry. You're an angry man and all stuff like that. And I was like, do you know what? Fuck it, I am angry. Do you know what? You're not gonna try and use my anger against me to try and devalue what I'm saying. So fuck it. Yeah, I am angry like that. And I was like, you can see me as angry. You can see me as having a good point. I mean, I said, you seem like a fucking single issue Brexit voter. So I wouldn't expect you to understand the nuanced fucking nature of my anger anyway. Like, and it's, and people do shit like that. People like, what do you call it? Dog whistle you. Not dog whistle. What's it called? Gaslight you. They fucking gaslight you into like into going, oh yeah, you're obviously very fucking angry. So yeah, I am fucking angry because you're a cunt. Like
that's what Zuby always used to do as well. Because he's like, I figured out one of the things that he does here. And I've got to say as well, me and Zuby, we're on a bit of a truce at the moment. So we've been very cordial. But one thing I've noticed he does a lot of is, because he's emotionless about everything.
I doubt he is.
But then even I was watching the interview with him the other day, and like he was like he shows no emotion. Yeah. And then I started thinking about our conversations, and I was like, I've never actually seen him like really show an emotion. Like,
who was he in the interview with?
I can't remember. Someone good, man. It was a big person.
Not that Tim Pool fucking prick.
I don't think
so. That guy, that fucking... I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to get into a situation where I'm talking about Tim Pool.
I don't know. I don't think I know who that is.
He's such a cunt. That guy is such
Zuby went and done an interview with him, and I was like, why the fuck are you giving him the time of day, innit? Like, that guy is like a fucking liar, propagandist, tries to make out...
He's thick as shit as well. Like, some of the stuff that I've seen him talk about, he's an idiot. He's a fucking moron.
Yeah, I feel like... But Zuby was like, we have to have dialogue and all this kind of shit. I was like, okay, well, I hope in the dialogue you pull him up.
Why do you have to have dialogue with morons? Like, and that's the thing.
Because they got a big following. I don't know.
There's this whole idea that you shouldn't get angry about stuff. You need to have dialogue all the time and blah, blah, blah. Why? You're not going to change anybody's mind.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I give you, going back to the point what you were saying, Jen, yeah? One of my students told me, when he was younger, where he lived, he used to hang around with a lot of Indian kids, yeah? He's white, but he's hanging around with a lot of Indian kids. Then some people, like, racially abused some of his mates, called him the P word and that, and he backed them in the beef, and then they must have like had beef. And then his dad pulled him up and said, "Yeah, but you're white. What are you doing? You're white." And I was like, "Yeah, but they're your friends. Doesn't matter what the fuck. So what? You're better show your allegiance to the people who are abusing your friends just because of their skin color." So people are still thinking in them ways, isn't it? So that's one of the big madnesses that's going on.
I understand the thinking in a way. I think it's really backwards, and I sometimes as well, I think part of the problem with us, it sounds really bad to say, and it is really bad to say, but I could say it. I'm in a safe space. I'm only around us. No one listens to this podcast, so I can say it. The other day I was in the chip shop, and I'm listening to people talk, having conversation with each other. And my thought was, everyone's fucking thick as fuck, right? And they're having a conversation, ain't nothing to do with me. They're minding their own business. Like, they're just fucking having their conversations. I just listened, I overheard, and I was just like, nah, you lot are fucking dumb as fuck.
Can you imagine there's someone listening into us having a conversation, though?
They're pretty fit the same fucking thing, right? But what I'm saying is, like, with us, we just have, like, I just feel like we might be smart, like, smarter than a lot of people. And I don't even mean it in a fucking arrogant way, even though it sounds fucking arrogant. But I just think we just kind of, we've seen a lot. And it might not be we're smart. It just means that we've, like, been to lots of places and we've had lots of experiences. There's a certain amount of wisdom that's involved. Yeah, we've had experiences. We've been to places that a lot of people have never been to. We've seen people that a lot of people have never interacted with.
And even if it's in the same place, we're in a different space to what other people have, like, kind of experienced in that place. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just, I guess, and we're looking for different things. Like, one of the maddest things or situation I've always had a lot of times is that whole situation where you're talking to someone and you'll say, and I've seen this with, like, AC and Terror, and I've seen them talk to people and the person go, fuck are you talking about? And you're just like, you fucking dickhead. It's like the thing I was talking about wasn't even that fucking deep. It wasn't even that deep, but I'm talking about something that isn't the normal gossipy bullshit. I'm talking about something that's more than EastEnders. And it's like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck, you're crazy, yeah? And when I used to work at the gym, I used to get it all the fucking time. All the time. Like, and it might be something really simple, like the news would be on, I'll be like, that's crazy, because bro, and they'd be like, fucking hell, fucking Nathan, you're crazy. What the fuck? I was just talking about fucking Israel and Palestine. Like, it wasn't even that deep. I'm just trying to tell you about, and it's like, to them, anything more than, like, the normal basic shit is too much. So when it comes down to something where there's a beef or something, that's all they could really think of is, I'm white, you're this, this is the way we should be, right? It's just something they've heard before. They've never heard anything else.
Yeah, but how was his dad even saying that he shouldn't back his mates just because they're not the same colour as him?
Maybe his dad's a racist.
His dad's 100% a racist, but his dad don't even know that's racist. His dad's just like, we all birds of a feather stick together. Why though? Why again? Why is there no questioning? Why don't you question the things you think? Everything should be questioned. Every single thing should be questioned and broken down. The reason why, because we were taught a lot of shit by some fucking evil cunts, man. Like the society we live in was put together in very harsh times. It was about survival. It was about tribalism. And a lot of things that we place value in, we got to look at and be like, yo, this might not be right. And that's why these fucking Gen Z motherfuckers are so fucking confused, because they're just like, they come into this world and they're just like, none of this makes sense. None of it makes sense. You're just like, what are you talking about? You're not doing things the right way. And we're still saying, that's the way it's always been done. It's always been done that way. That's why we do it. Nah, man. Fuck tradition, man. Fuck tradition. We got to fucking burn the books, kill the teachers. That's the way it's got to be.
But also imagine being like one of these Gen Z, like, kind of young people now, and then you just have this stream of information blasted at you every single fucking day through your social media portals, because you grew up from young with a screen in front of you, like with an iPad or a phone or whatever. I mean, we had limited, I sound like a fucking boomer, but we had limited, like, kind of input, resources for input when we were young. So we grew up kind of maybe a little bit more focused on, like, kind of what we wanted to do. You hear hip hop and you're like, right, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
What's the input? What were the inputs?
So TV, radio, books, school, stuff like that.
And how were they produced?
By evil people. No, there's no two ways.
Not if you say they're evil, but I'm saying the production quality of those things were high. Not anyone could be on TV. Not anyone could write a book. Not any. You had to be at a certain level to even have your message pushed.
I'm not saying that any of the point I was making there is none of it was like, I'm not saying that that's any better. Like the quality of the information that we were given was no better. It's probably a lot worse. But now you put someone in front of a screen and there is just like this fucking all-destroying laser beam of misinformation, real information, news, all this different kind of stuff. Imagine how fucking confusing that must be.
100%. And I'm saying the reason why I said like where did the information come from is because the barrier for entry to even be on the platform where you could get information out was so much higher than it is now. Where you could get fucking 3 cunts sitting in their fucking front rooms chatting whatever shit they want.
Exactly. We're never going to get 1 million views, but we could potentially go and get 100 million views right now. And the stuff that we say, which most of it's probably bollocks anyway, like it's just our own fucking opinions about stuff, then gets put out there as information to be digested, and who the fuck knows who's going to see it? They were never going to put us on fucking BBC One in 1992 talking shit like this on Zoom. It was never going to happen.
Even though I do think each of us individually have been on BBC to talk shit.
Yeah, I was telling someone about it the other day. Ironically, I was on a program called fucking Make Your Body Younger.
What?
I was telling someone about it the other day. About? So basically, there was this program where they tried to make your body 10 years younger by getting stop smoking and eating fucking burgers.
I used to love those fucking shows, man. I used to love that shit.
So,
cool.
Was it any good?
I never watched it. I literally never watched it. I didn't know when it was on TV or anything. Yeah. So the lad on there, his favourite DJ was Decline. They talked and they wanted to get like a DJ on who would say to him, "Oh, if you quit smoking, I'll fucking have a back-to-back mix with you," or some shit like that. So I knew the lad as well. Like he used to come to the clubs in Birmingham, stuff like that. So in Wolverhampton, Decline couldn't go on. So Decline's manager hit me up and said, "Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it." They paid me like fucking 500 quid to do it as well. Stuck me in a cab to Wolverhampton. Fucking dark out, mate. Some housing estate in like fucking Wolverhampton. So they were all filming in the house, and obviously they knew they were filming, and I could hear him go, "So we've got your favourite DJ here for you. He's going to have a word with you." And I walked in, and the bloke went, "Terry?" Did
they put that in the programme as well?
Yeah, no, they had to make him refilm it. He was like, "I'm really my favourite DJ." I haven't seen him. But they had to refilm it. They were like, "Russ, say this time, oh, it's so great to see you. I remember seeing you." And I walked in and he was like, "Oh, Terry, it's great to see you. Tommy Dugan." And I was like, fucking hell.
Oh, shit. I'm stealing that. I was like, man.
I just come off a night. This was in my heavy drug use days as well. I come off a night. I think I played a Fabric the night before. Like all types of shit was inside me. Like I was still drunk. I was fucking probably when I was eating meat as well. So I probably had a fucking kebab on the way up there and smoking fags outside. Like there's no business. I had no business on a Make Your Body.
Mate, what you want to do? Mate,
2 years older than the night before.
Mate, what you want to do? Yeah? You want to sort your wait a minute. You want to sort your fucking life?
Your toilet.
Oh, fucking hell.
I don't know how I get myself in these fucking situations.
But BBC, they used to phone me up all the time, yeah, and they want me to say controversial shit on the radio. They always ask me for my input on all these issues and shit, yeah. And I was like, in the end, I was like, wait a minute, are you gonna pay me? And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, you want to phone me up? You're taking up my time. You gotta pay me, man. And then that's it. I didn't hear from them anymore. That was it. I was like, I want some money for this. Because you're always trying to hop me up. Yeah. They always trying to hop me up with like me saying all the controversial shit, and then you just try to trip me up and all this. So I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? I'm not even getting paid for this shit, and I get cancelled out here because I say something you don't like. I was like, nah, man, fuck you. You got to give me some money.
They should get you on that fucking GB News.
GB News. Yeah, you'd be a good. You'd actually be a good presenter on GB News.
Would I?
Well,
I
just
think
that.
So, yeah.
What is that? I've been hearing about that shit.
It's like a right wing. It's like supposed to be like a UK like Fox News, isn't it?
Because I heard there was one guy. He was on there. He was one of the presenters, and then he
Andrew Neil.
No, not him.
No,
another guy. And he was like, yeah, he did all the they were going on about the footballers kneeling, and then he did his own research. He was like, "Yeah, I went and researched everything, and I understand why they're kneeling. Let's kneel." And he actually knelt
did it
down.
in the studio, didn't he?
He got fired.
He cut the fucking feed.
He got fired. I'm like, what? So you can't even
They
have
went
your
on
own
there for like
opinion.
2 hours, didn't they?
Yeah, they're saying, like
Ah.
Andrew Neil was saying, it's so that people can have their own opinion. You know, you can have your own opinion, not get
But he
cancelled.
left,
They
didn't
go and
he?
cancel
Like
him.
He left like 2 weeks ago or whatever it was. And
Andrew
like he was
Neil,
on
yeah.
He was on Newsnight, and they were like, is it because they was going like a bit too far right wing? And he was sitting there like fucking Jabba the Hutt going, no, you can make your own mind up for yourself, that. And he's like, well, no, you left. There's nothing going too right wing about it. You fucking set up to be a gammon network, you twat. The reason you left is because it's a fucking sinking ship. Like the rats get out first, don't they? Like I think they recorded like they had like 200 fucking viewers across a week or something like that. It's fucking ridiculous.
What is it on the TV or is it on the internet?
I think it's
only?
TV. Digital.
TV, I think it's on like
it's TV, man. It's licensed. It's licensed.
Oh,
yeah, like Virgin
see,
channels. I don't know, 1,640 or something like that. It's right down the dial.
They lost
way past Babe Station and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't watch. This is the
shit,
thing,
I
man. I
remember
don't really watch
Station.
TV, man.
That's the thing. The only people that watch the gammons in it's for them. But then I think the reason why he left, I just don't think it's right wing enough. I think that's the problem. They keep getting left wing pundits on it, and people from I guess they're trying to get people with opposite views, and that's just not the way Fox News works. Fox News, they have people
because they haven't got the same broadcasting standards in America, have they? They don't have to do that in America. In the UK, they actually have to do that.
Oh, okay.
So. It was fucking funny when that bloke knelt. They literally like turned like they've obviously got like a panic button and they hit it and went on fucking air for 2 hours.
That's crazy, man. That's actually nuts. Speaking of TV, what you been watching, man?
Obviously, I'm going to say What If, but have you checked
that
out?
Last one was crap.
The last one wasn't that great. Yeah,
I ain't seen last one.
It's a comedy one. It's all right. Okay. It's kind of cool. Like Captain Marvel's in it and stuff. I like the Thor character in it. But have you seen Star Wars Visions?
Nah, no, is that any good? Shit. Is that even? I didn't even know it was even started. Fuck,
mate. Like there's like 3 of them that I've watched so far that are fucking epic. A couple of them are kind of cool. They're all really good. They're all like, none of them is shit at all, apart from maybe one of them about a band. But again, it's not shit. The first one, and I think the third one, A Samurai Story, is fucking phenomenal. Like I think there's the one called The Twins, which is really, really good. It's basically like an alternative take on like on Luke and Leia.
Oh, sick. Okay.
And what was the last one that I watched? There's a couple more to watch, but there's one about like a little robot Jedi. That's really good. Like the animation on it is amazing.
So
definitely worth a watch.
I'm gonna check that out. I got one episode of What If to watch. Do you know what? Like I did like What If, but I just didn't really get into it as much as I maybe should have.
What's that?
What If?
Which one?
Like any of them. I didn't really
I like the Killmonger one, and I like the Black Panther one when he went into space. Everything else, I wasn't really. It's not really that amazing.
The zombie one was fucking wicked.
I didn't like the zombie one.
I loved the zombie one. I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was maybe the best one.
Because the reason I didn't like it was because none of them gave a fuck about each other when they dead. A lot of them were dying, and it just felt like all their feelings went out the window.
It's zombie time. You never watched a zombie film.
Nah, you gotta have that little bit when you're like,
you gotta have emotion, man. Like Dawn of the Dead, you have a bit of emotion there.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was really good. I thought it was wicked.
Yeah.
Visions, that's cold, man.
What?
I'll check that Visions thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one, like you go into it.
I also have an album called Vision out now, so if you want to check that out.
There you go.
Vision. I feel like they based.
I watched Foundation. You watched Foundation?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't have an album called Foundation.
I quite like that Foundation.
1 and 2. Episode 1 and 2.
Is
episode 3 out? Is it 3 out?
No. It's good to have something on a Friday again, isn't it? Like,
is that what day it comes out?
Oh, shit.
On Fridays, yeah.
I got 2 What Ifs to watch. I didn't watch the Killmonger one either.
Yeah, the Killmonger one's cool. I like the Killmonger one.
All right, cool. Yeah. I got a song called Return of Killmonger coming out soon. So yeah.
There you go.
Foundation's good, Jen. I think that's quite good.
Yeah. They got a good budget for it for sure.
Yeah.
The budget.
But if you like that Foundation thing, you gotta watch The Expanse, man.
No.
All right, cool. Anyway, so...
I'm not even worrying that with any kind of conversation.
You lot fuck.
No, because like Foundation feels a little bit more like you know, with the family that are in it, it feels a little bit more like June to me.
Yeah. They definitely.
The
thing is, in the book, this geezer told me in the books, it ain't got that thing there. They've kind of like done that setup, copying kind of June or copying fucking. Game of Thrones. In the book,
royal family are not in the book.
They're not even mentioned really. It's already done. They're already finished. Like in the book.
I like that though. I like that. I like the idea of like the same person just reproducing themselves over and over again.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
So some old
I've gone
TV
back to
shit.
The Boys. I've gone back to The Boys season 2 because I just want to will it. I want to will
season 3
third season to come on.
It's soon, isn't it? Have you seen their adverts they're doing for it, like Fox News and that?
No.
Go on YouTube, type in the
Soldier Boy.
It's got all these like Fox News kind of segments, but it's
Vought
News.
See something about that, yeah.
Vought News segments, right? And it talks about what happened in the last series, and it's building up, and it's got all these rumors and shit, and it's got interviews with some of them, and then like A-Train's released a rap song. What's her name? What's the other lady? Starlight. Is it Starlight?
Yeah.
She's done a song as well, and then it's good what they're doing, a little build up to the series and stuff.
I just want it. I want it to happen. I mean, I kind of just want that Discovery and Picard to come back. Those
Discovery,
3,
please, man.
Have you watched Orville?
Orville's
is it good
on
Orville
Disney Plus? Yeah, bro.
Is it?
Bad, yeah.
I keep seeing that's on Disney
Plus. Yeah, Disney Plus.
I keep seeing it and I keep thinking, right, I don't know how to add stuff to my list on Disney.
Plus,
so I have
there's a little plus. There's a plus.
Oh, is there? Okay, sweet. I haven't even got a list on Disney yet.
Orville's jokes, because when I first watched it, it's funny, but it's still really, really good. Like,
it's literally like Star Trek, but with a few jokes.
With a few, it really is. It's like
it's really like Next Generation with a couple of jokes.
It gets to the point where you're like, this is just slightly funnier Star Trek. Because Star Trek's pretty funny anyway. So it's like, and it's like, you get really invested in the characters, man. It's like, you made it too good.
How many seasons of it are there?
I suppose like 4 seasons now, man.
I don't know. I'm only on like episode 4.
Yeah. It's matey boy from Family Guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seth
MacFarlane. Yeah.
So some old comedy shit I've been watching is a program called, I watched The Cleaner, which is on...
Which one?
Greg Davies, The Cleaner.
Okay,
BBC, funny as fuck. But then I watched another Greg Davies show, which is called Man Down, which is on check it on 4, on all 4, whatever. That shit is fucking hilarious, man. Like,
I'm sure. Did I watch that? Man Down rings a bell. I can't think.
It's like you'll fucking love it. It is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like 4 seasons deep into it. In fact, I think it's the last season, but it is nuts. On Netflix, Squid Game.
Yeah, I keep wanting to watch Squid Game. I gotta be prepared to sit there and read subtitles though.
Yeah.
What is it? What language is it?
Korean, isn't it?
It's Korean.
Oh, okay.
You speak Korean, basically?
No, never been Korea. I never learned it. Nothing. No.
Yeah, that'd be it.
That was sick. But if you don't want to watch subtitles, then Midnight Mass, man.
What's that about?
That's another one. I'd like my dog walker. Every time I come home from work, my dog walker's been watching it during the day.
Yeah.
Is it set in church?
Yeah, it is actually.
Because the last time I went Midnight Mass, I wanted to go. And my mum wouldn't let me leave, man. I was sitting there, I was like, look, this is really boring. Can I just go outside and wait in the car? And she was like, no.
I prefer the time when you got drunk when you were 12 and then you drove home. What was that one?
I didn't drive home. What the fuck? No, I fell on. I was 14.
Wait, can we just stop? Why did you do this?
I fell on top of the bride, didn't it?
No, fuck.
Say that again.
Let's stop this. You keep. Stop it. Stop.
I don't derail anything, bro. This is just how conversation
goes. Like, you can't just say last time I went to Midnight Mass while we're talking about a program called
Midnight Mass. Boom. There you go. That's what happens. This is a normal. This is how conversations happen. You guys, this is this. You guys just don't understand the art of conversation. This is how it goes.
Obviously.
Let's get back to what we're talking about. Yeah. This is the midnight mass that you might want to not stay for. It does get pretty nuts, but it's really good, man. It's like a really good show. It's made by the guy who did House on Haunted Hill and fucking Bly Manor.
Oh, is it horror?
Shit. Yeah. But it's like slow burn horror.
That would make sense because my dog walker's a goth.
Makes sense, yeah. Like if you're a goth, it's a must watch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give nothing away, but you're a smart person, so you'll probably get it straight away what's going on. I did within like the first 10 seconds, to be fair.
Yeah.
I was like, I know where this is going. But it's still good. It's a really good show.
Have you watched Final Space on Netflix?
No.
I watched once. I think I watched the first season, maybe.
Yeah, see, the first season I wasn't that. It was all right or whatever. Like the second and third season, it gets fucking epic. Like I was just watching it like because it was something to watch while I was sitting down doing work or whatever. But like it gets fucking proper sci-fi.
All right, sick. Yeah, because it's as good as Below Decks, man. Like Below Decks is quite cool as well.
I like Below Deck. Below Deck is like it's more of like a sitcom. Like I like Below Deck. I think it's wicked. Like
what's that on Netflix?
No, that's on Amazon, I think.
Oh,
yeah, so
that's kind of it's official, like kind of Star Wars franchise, isn't it?
Yeah,
Star Trek franchise.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more sitcom-y. That's cool. Like Final Space starts like that, and then it just opens out into like this almost, like the sci-fi that's involved in Rick and Morty.
I knew you said, Rick and Morty. Yeah.
So it's not the same kind of it's not the same kind of humor at all, but it's
the tone,
like kind of the sci-fi element of it, where it's actually like really cool sci-fi. That's what Final Space like kind of turns into.
Are they doing a live version of Rick and Morty?
I hope not.
Because I saw some
they'll probably do a
pictures.
special. I guarantee they'll do a special Rick and Morty live.
Yeah,
special.
I saw some pictures that was like promoting it, but I don't know
It'll
if
be
they're
good.
fake or not.
It'll be good. They're doing a live action.
It had Doc Brown. It had the actor who plays Doc Brown was Rick.
Oh, really? Well, of course. Yeah.
That is fucking sick. They do that.
And Morty, I can't remember who Morty was, but it was
Michael J. Fox.
Oh, that'd be so
it wasn't him. It wasn't him. But that would be mad if it was.
That would be fucking amazing.
But they'd have to do that if they went forward in time and met him when he was older or something, couldn't it?
He's pretty short, isn't he? They could put some prosthetics on him.
Yeah.
But I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Malcolm in the Middle or
he would kill it. Yeah, he would kill it.
Yeah.
It was some actor, but it was a guy who's kind of in his 20s now or something.
Mind you, I was going to say, he Malcolm in the Middle would be about fucking 40 by now, wouldn't he?
True, yeah.
For real.
Nah, man, there's some good shit. They're doing a live action version of Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I saw the advert for that.
Yeah, that looks sick. Cowboy Bebop, the cartoon, is actually coming to Netflix as well, which is good because it hasn't been on TV for fucking ages. You couldn't watch it anywhere. So that's coming to Netflix very soon. We are not sponsored by Netflix, but if Netflix want to sponsor us, like, you know what I mean?
Give us a fucking show.
Listen to our, yeah, exactly. Netflix, you fucking cunts. Give us a fucking show.
Give us a fucking show.
Like, we are fucking amazing. Like,
also, like, even Amazon Prime, you can give us a show.
Yeah,
or
Amazon
Disney.
Prime. Bezos, you fucking wanker.
Yeah.
Give us a fucking show.
Listen, stop flying fucking penises to
space.
Fucking 20 miles into space. You fucking
bellend.
Yeah, you absolutely cunt. I can't think of anything.
You absolutely can't. Be our boss. Be our boss.
If someone paid us to do this, we might do it once, like a bit more often than fucking every 3.5 months.
Yeah, I'd do it every week. Get paid. That'd be good.
Oh shit! Have you seen the other shit on fucking Netflix where you could like, they got like, not sure what to watch, play something and it just shuffles, chooses something for you.
Yeah, so someone told me about it. That would be me every night. That would literally be me every night. I watch my shows, the stuff that I like, then I go. I ended up watching Rush Hour 1 and Rush Hour 2 the other day.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me see. I'm gonna press it now. See where it brings me to. The following is 15. Sexual. Okay, I'm into that.
Yeah.
Monsters. No, not doing it.
What was it?
Monsters Inside. 24 Faces of Billy McGann or something. Some fucking.
Oh, see, they can't do that and then just throw up the stuff that's in the highlighted bits.
Fuck off. I want to watch no fucking.
You want to go for a deep cut, something in the background that you don't know about.
No, I ain't watching no murderous shit. Like, you murdered somebody, you shouldn't be famous. I ain't watching it. I don't want to know about you.
Do you see they're making a dramatized version of what's his name? Jimmy Savile.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah,
oh shit, R. Kelly got done now, innit? You see that in the news?
Yeah, today? Yeah.
He's been found guilty.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, nothing else was going to happen. The fucking cunt's on video doing it, isn't it? Like, what else was going to happen? He's been done for sex trafficking, isn't he?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, I think in America, if you bring someone across state lines, it's considered trafficking.
Yeah. Oh.
It's the same with drugs, isn't it? They do trafficking charges on people who bring stuff across state lines.
Because a lot of this shit goes on, though, in the music business, innit? Like, these guys will go up to the girl and say, oh yeah, Thingy likes you, he wants to meet you and that, and then they'll go and go back to the hotel, and then who knows what the fuck happens, innit? So that's going on in the British,
didn't he?
But to me, that's
going on in the British thing as well. The British
that goes on everywhere. I don't. To me, that's not the problem. The problem is once you're fucking there, what you do. Like, if you're in a club and you go, you've done your show, whatever, and then someone goes, yeah, hey man, AC just did his show. Yeah, man, he likes you, man. And then she's gonna go, all right, cool. That's cool. If she decides,
it's consent, it's fine. And they're of age, it's fine.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. That's all good. It's all the other shit you do after that, and I'm just like, what the? Like, I don't know, man.
Well, what's the other nasty? What's the other shit they did after that? What was that?
I'm just saying,
keeping women prisoner, wasn't he?
Yeah, locking them up. One woman, he said he didn't feed her for 2 days or some shit.
Why?
Like, what the fuck? One woman was like, I heard one woman was like stuck under like a boxing ring or something, and he just like, so whenever you wanted sex, you come out. But I'm like, all right, cool.
What a weirdo, man.
Obviously, there's no point me asking questions of a madman, innit? Like, the answer, whatever the answer he gives me, is not going to be a good enough answer.
Whatever the answer is, it's about his power. It's the power dynamic. It's him. Yeah. It's him being satisfied by having power over women and being.
He's trying to be like Jabba the Hutt. He just sounds like Jabba the Hutt, man.
Man, basically. I just hope he suffers, man. I just hope he fucking suffers in jail. Like,
I don't think there's any two ways about that, is there? I mean, there's so much evil shit that fucking goes on, and you just hope that whenever they get caught and go to jail, they get what they deserve.
But they really don't, because jail's full of fucking rapists and fucking pedophiles anyway. And the guys who ain't, the guys in Gen Pop, most of them are fucking pussy, ain't doing shit. That's what. We're not getting into it. I said,
when he get put in solitary, or protected custody or something.
Yeah, he's not going to be in Gen Pop because he's a celebrity. So
wasn't there Jeffrey Dahmer, right? The first time he was let out into Gen Pop in the entire, and it was quite recently as well. Like the first day he got let out into Gen Pop, he got murdered, didn't he? They ended up sticking like a fucking broomstick up his ass and putting his head in the toilet.
Pick up that guy.
Who knows?
Jeffrey Dahmer got murdered, yeah?
Yeah.
In jail.
Pick up the lifers that are about it, man. But I just like in the UK, it's just not. It's not like that, man. Like I know people that have gone to jail for raping underage people, did their time fine. Seen them in photos of other guys come out of jail and still fucking, you know what I mean? People hang out with them and shit. So it's like the stuff people talk about and the stuff people do are far from the same. Everyone trying to shit. When man goes inside, he's gonna get dealt with. No, you're not. Ain't none of you doing nothing.
That reminds me, when we stop recording, I've got to tell you something.
Yeah, something worse than rapists. All right, cool.
No. Conversation I had with someone.
Oh, seeing. All right, cool. I'm gonna fuck someone up. Yeah. All right, cool. But yo, this has been a interesting. We went pretty long, man. Like we've been away for
time is it? Fuck me,
9 years.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. I don't have time to fucking eat now. Fucking.
I ain't eating either.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch some Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Who the fuck is that?
Bed. Bro, all I'll do is watch manga. You know what I do. That's what I do, bro.
Watch that first episode of Visions before you go to bed.
Oh shit!
Okay. Yeah,
just that samurai one, the samurai one. And if you want to skip to the next good one, it's Twins.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch. I'll probably watch those in a day though.
They're like 13 minutes each. You can murk out the entire thing in like a couple of hours. Not even.
Cool. Because I did Squid Game in 2 days.
Yeah,
I did 6 hours of Squid Game.
Yeah, I want to get in a bit. This sounds weird, but I want to get in a bit of the boys before I go to bed. And on that note, let's kill it. Cue the music.
Hey, people, man. Yo, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's contacted me and said, yo, mate, where's the fucking podcast? Obviously, Corinne is the main person who's like, do the fucking podcast. You lazy
yeah, not really. That doesn't really count as contacting you if you live in the same house.
Well, we still, she'll tweet me every now and then or message me.
Fair
she'll
enough.
DM me. She'll be like, oh, check this out. And I'm like, I'm in the room next to you. What the fuck are you on about? But no, a few other people have hit me up and been like, yo, bro, you want to go back to work? Do some podcasting?
Yeah.
And so
I've talked to a couple of people and they've gone, oh yeah, totally forgot you did a podcast. Did another one or something and whatever.
Yeah, man. Like it feels good to be back, guys. It feels good to be back. I've been doing a couple of other podcasts where I've had to like not be myself as much. So it's good to be able to just be a cunt.
I had to been doing some lessons with people, educating them how to do a podcast, innit?
Oh,
just say cunt.
Fuck you know. AC, what? Wait, AC, you're telling people how to do podcasts.
Yeah, but
please tell me you show them this shit. Please tell me you show them this shit.
I ain't showing
nothing. Why have you got an Asda shopping basket behind you?
Hey, you got one?
No.
Well, you need one.
That's the best answer you can possibly give. Oh, fuck.
Fair enough.
Oh, shit. On that note, we are out of here. Guys, please, man, then pattern up, man, by Friday at least with the petrol shit. Like, pattern up, man, because I need to get petrol on Friday. So if you lot could just sort that shit out by Friday, it'll be very much appreciated. Either that or I'm going to have to try and go out at like 2 a.m. and see if anywhere has petrol. But a bit of a mad one. But guys, please have a good week. Stay safe, stay blessed, keep spreading that love, and we will catch you next time. Because I don't know when.
Yeah, whenever.
Whenever.
Just do it every 2 weeks.
And a happy New Year.
See you for the Christmas special. Now fuck off.
The Halloween special, the Christmas special, and that's your fucking lot.
Yeah, and we're done.
Peace.